Yeah, man, me there, man. Inspire me see you, you know. Gail, me see you too, man. Yeah, man. What? All right, today Sunday at Sunday class, this me run, you know. And I serious note. All right, so I'm gonna put up 4 countries, right? Yeah. I'm at fact, I put up a whole continent and 3 countries, right? Yeah, come talk about Africa. Talk about Africa, the continent. Well, you know, and then I put up China and Jamaica and North Korea. Now you have some people now when you talk and you say, hey, man, if you be careful, now you not trust me. Say, a little man, come tell me what you want to tell me. But me I tell you sometime, you know, so we not study certain things. No, me study everything. I mean, I heard me have to know what I go on, you know. Me have to know what I go on. Me have to know what I go on out this around this and all about, you know. Saying, fabulous up, see you there? Audrey, you there? Yeah, man, Paula up. Yeah, man. So I have to know what I go on. So yeah, we're going to start from now. Me notice too, Jamaica did print a book where we are using at school, I think, no. About the Chinese. Them nice. And them don't trouble people and them build with road and with bridges and one bag of things. One bag of things them put in the book. I showing it now. And then I showing us some real life. Right? When you see what going on over the world, you know. Chinese, them take a job. You have other documentaries of them that look. In a third world country, them people are go, them not have no respect for the African. That means them not have no respect for us neither. As black people. None at all. And that's just truth. We not go in the corner. See? Some man might have gone with the West and them born America. I not born America when it comes to international, global level like that. I not born America, Canada, and UK. Them kids them born and Jamaica and them thing. No. I not do that. I not give them a homeland for some place where me can't have no freedom. Not going to do that. See? Now me a chat straight. Man of the wilderness up. See? So I could go up on the first thing I show the Jamaican thing but them print. For you see it to yourself. And then I show no something going in North Korea, right? At the border of China, this so. Same set of people then. And China. Right? I remember when I do tabloid. I show no what going in Africa. We want to show no that full. Look what them teach our kids about the Chinese. And look what the Chinese are teaching them people about our people. Look at the difference. So let me start with this first. Watch the book here. Me remember if you see the book here now. Watch it. Watch it.
Our people, the Chinese.
Look at this.
Next thing, the Chinese. Our people, the Chinese, started coming a long time ago. They have restaurant, shop, and supermarket. They build houses, bridges, and roads. Chinese are very important to Jamaica. But here the next part. When the Chinese came to Jamaica from a big chunk of land called China, well, move along, what they say, they cook chow mein, they chop grass and work the farm. They were calm and did no harm. Then they got tired of chopping and opened up shops for our shopping. The Chinese played their part here, very grateful to say.
Remember this when I show now, you know. This is Jamaica now a textbook where they teach to the kids. This is a textbook to the younger kids them. This is what them print now. Okay? Me know we never realize them. So I'm more than one textbook in them. So I want to show the next textbook with that in it too. See? So them have it. And I like them not have it. See that? See it? Look. See, I look at the name of it.
2 different textbooks. Them I tell for my daughter this in 2 different textbooks. You understand?
See what I name there? Infant Integration Studies, Workbook 3. Country of Jamaica. Now them not teach about our blackness. Me not see them have something with Marcus Garvey and teach about the music and teach about certain things in our school. But this is how them show up for teachers. Okay? Yeah, man. This is how them teach us about the Chinese. Okay? Them do no harm and them build school and bridge and them chop the grass and then them open, you know, things for buy and do all kind of things. So nice, right? Remember that, you know. We're going to look where the Chinese them about our kids now. Our kids. Before me do that, let me go China and North Korea first because, you know, some people like talk, but me I talk about real report. Let me see how China run and then I go back I come back to this, you know. And I can say, oh, they make our kids, what them say about our kids, about we. This is how them are teaching at our school now, right? All right. Look on this.
CNN is investigating potential mass detention centers in remote parts of China and getting some pushback, as you'd expect, from Chinese authorities. As many as 2 million Muslim majority Uyghurs are believed to be imprisoned in Xinjiang, according to the U.S. State Department, where they are allegedly being taught Mandarin and Communist Party propaganda. China claims they are just vocational training centers. When Matt Rivers' report on the camps aired on China, on CNN, well, as you see there, the screen went black.
So when CNN I do even the report, the screen went in China black. Them just monitor everything will come in. Some people, you know, when them talk with them attack, them just do what them think, do what them want to say. So you are carry a report, the screen went black. And when it done, look when it come on back.
CNN was allowed back on after the piece aired. As Matt Rivers explains, Chinese authorities made his investigation into these camps very difficult.
So the CNN Beijing bureau just spent a week reporting in the western Chinese province of Xinjiang, and it's not an easy place to do journalism. So we wanted to show you a little bit of what we went through, but I think more importantly, tell you why that matters. Xinjiang is the province where the U.S. says China has detained up to 2 million people, nearly all Muslims, in camps over the last few years. Activists say Beijing has done that to try and eliminate Islam within its borders, and ex-detainees have told CNN they were tortured inside while undergoing political indoctrination. China denies that and says these camps aren't prisons, but
look now, them are denying something, but look where they can look on the way and it's a camp. And in that prison, them a teach about look on the camp itself. It's where circle with and everything. Eh? You see this? Yeah, man, you see it? All right. At this, me see them a try when them go under bed for people. Me no unite with them. Me no unite. Now stand feet. We know the signs. You understand? Watch this.
Voluntary vocational training centers that are being used to not eliminate Islam.
Voluntary vocational center. Because remember, them shut you out. The whole country. Just watch. See? So volunteer vocational center with them razor wire and everything and them having that. But just look what them got you. Look.
Only Islamic extremism. Now, China's government says that Xinjiang is wide open for us to freely report there. Maybe in theory, but in reality, that's just not true. For example, upon landing there, our welcome gift was a government tail.
We've already been followed by 3 or 4 guys, including one of them who I've seen follow us from the second we got out of the baggage area.
That would be this man. He and at least a dozen others followed us every single hour of our 6-day trip, never more than 20 feet away. In the car, in the train station, in the hotel, in the room next to mine.
So it's a bit of an odd feeling to be in your hotel room at 1 in the morning and knowing that on the other side of this connecting door, which leads to the room next door to mine, there's at least 3, 4 of the guys who have been following us around over the past couple days.
It felt like intimidation tactics. They wanted us to know that we were being followed. And then, of course, there were the uniformed cops that showed up at odd hours.
We should check your passport and visa.
It's almost 1 a.m.
Yes. Also,
I know, but I was sleeping. It just seems unnecessary.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, you could have come from an airport. You're CNN, you come for a report. And when you come out, people are following. Because you see them and follow them. Same clothes and everything. And you are telling me about who in Jamaica and the West want to tell me, say, okay, this is all right, and that I'm you, plus we're skin against me, and I tell me foolishness. Eh? Which reporter you see, anybody that follow, which people you see a follow reporter, them kind of way there, whether in a Jamaica, police, other man watchers that follow you, and whether in a US and all about that follow you. Eh? It never work like that. And then ask for your passport and visa and you come through the airport. Them have people side of you, them have the room where you go, them know where you're there. Eh? That have heavily monitor, fortify, prison, the whole place. Them know where you're there. You can't just hide, they can't do nothing, them follow you straight. Watch. Until they sorry passport and visa. Please you can ask the passport and visa. Them say you can't come film. In your hotel room. Eh? Not even for sleep. Watch out.
So, this is what happens when you do journalism in Xinjiang.
I've lived here for nearly 4 years, and I've watched as things have gotten tougher and tougher for foreign journalists on all types of different stories. Xinjiang is probably just the most extreme example. But beyond just being followed, there were the more obvious attempts to try and make sure that we saw nothing they didn't want us to. For example, a highway we were on was closed for hours due to an accident nowhere to be seen. Not to
Backside. So you are traveling upon it and then just clear the road. You must see nothing. Then you get report out of this place. When you make international thing coming at the place. So yeah, sir.
mention spontaneous roadblocks that specifically target foreigners and ethnic minorities. Our IDs were checked nearly 50 times in 6 days. And the second you book a flight or a train, the government knows about it. And you can tell that because, well, government officials are waiting for you upon arrival.
They clearly knew we were coming.
We couldn't do this. So if you want to go report, I come and I do my report and think you want to do so. Yeah, man. Everybody wait for you when you're in. You just, I can do your report, but everybody for you straight until they leave. Oh, watch out.
They met us at the airport. They're checking our visas. They're telling us they want to accompany us for our own safety. But really, this is just stalling tactics. They know it, we know it, and yet this is the game we have to play.
China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs say they don't know anything about the harassment we faced, but said Xinjiang is, quote,
see, them deny everything. Them don't know the harassment, but that's how the country set up. There's still a government feeding people do these things. You see?
open and hospitable. The constant tales, the constant harassment, the constant delays, they're more than just inconvenient. They are specific tactics China's government has employed for a long time to prevent journalists from doing their jobs. But in the last few years, there is broad agreement in the foreign journalism community here that it's gotten worse, nowhere more so than Xinjiang. The end result is that it's nearly impossible to freely report on the hundreds of thousands of people that are likely languishing in camps right now. And that means that the rest of the world can't really see what's going on there. This is one of the biggest human rights stories on Earth. And as we saw firsthand, China is actively trying to cover it up.
All right, so when me attack now, we not say nothing wrong, you know. Me just show them, say, yo, we don't know the world run. When you see these things and you see how them acting at this, we don't go there. We just not fool the world and live now in the world. The found end up at prison in a United States or Canada and them things because them are sell on the corner. Them are hustle. Them are do something and them end up there. And maybe you get an overstay and you say, okay, that and that. But you still get deep back. So man go up on different level. Just you talk against the government. I say, me not like what them are going with. Like I say, them go on the bed for people. And them alone. Them neighbor side of them do the same thing. Hold on. Look on this.
Watching the China company's public security criminal invasion the department for 10 years.
Soldier, policeman, and now defector. This man says he was an enforcer for the Chinese government, first in the army, then working as a detective.
I'm from the Public Security Bureau. I'm protecting the regime. If you're the enemy, there's no need for any courtesy.
He was dispatched to Xinjiang, where everyone was treated as the enemy, and there was no need for courtesy.
It's reached a state of wartime control. When I got there, more than 900,000 people had already been detained for numerous petty reasons, like saying something wrong. We detained them on orders from the superiors.
You say something wrong. Can you imagine yourself? And a man want to come to world dominance? No, man. Me not stupid. Me stand up with America, and stand up with Canada, and stand up with Europe, and stand up with Jamaica when it comes to these things. I think they idiot. Stand up with Africa set speed. We not stupid. You say something wrong. Miss Who show us something, man. We're not ready yet, man. We just play this.
People had already been detained for numerous petty reasons, like saying something wrong. We detained them on orders from the superiors, not on any evidence. What kind of evidence can we have? What kind of evidence does this need?
The detective, who asked to be identified only by the surname Jiang, revealed new details about the alleged mistreatment of Uyghur detainees. These images shocked the world. They show prisoners being unloaded from a train. Jiang told Sky News that this video most likely shows prisoners from detention centers in Xinjiang being taken to a larger central facility in the region because of the different overalls they're wearing.
We gather them together, put hoods on their head, 2 people handcuffed together to prevent them from escaping.
But he said that trains were also used to transport Uyghurs who traveled to other parts of China back to Xinjiang, and that the conditions they endured were grim.
During the train transportation, we don't give them food. They're only allowed bottle caps to drink water, to moisten their lips. To keep order, don't let them go to the toilet. They reach their destinations in 2 days. They reach Xinjiang.
And once held in the re-education camps, even worse was waiting, he claims.
In cases related to politics, jeopardizing the regime, cases involving overthrowing the regime, you're allowed to beat people. It's okay to make them turn in other people's names.
Just a name. Yeah, anything with politics. I think it's okay. You turn in, yeah. But what the regime here is?
You use various methods to put pressure. 2 people use sticks to weigh down their legs, tie him up and trample his arm, shackle their hands, pour cold water, put a water pipe into his mouth and tie him up. And other unique favourite methods? There are numerous forms. If accidents occur, it's normal that some people die. That's just how you get used to saying it. Please don't blame me. How to say, under this kind of management in the re-education centre, beating somebody to death for sure happens.
Sky News is not able to independently verify Jiang's account, although he has provided extensive documentation. Sky News put Jiang's allegations to the Chinese government at a press conference in Beijing.
It's forbidden to insult or treat students at the training center badly by any means. The things said by the so-called local policeman could not happen.
Jiang does not agree with that.
They don't see ordinary people as human beings. They do things that you don't do to human beings.
Jiang did some of those things too. He must live with that. But no longer part of the system, he is denouncing it. Tom Cheshire, Sky News, Beijing.
Okay. So I give you know all them place to run. So when someone sit down and want to criticize the West, when it comes to international affairs, I stand up with America, I stand up with Canada, I stand up with UK, I stand up with Jamaica, I stand up with Africa, I stand up with Europe. You can let some people in my country and then you put some book where you want some man to tell me about the Chinese guys, we will give them work. And you put that in our book. I show you where them say about Africa. Show me, come here.
Amazing documentary called Soul Train. It shows just how dangerous the journey out can be. The film follows 4 adults and a toddler, this little girl in pigtails, she's just 2 years old, as they try to make their escape. Now, in the part we're going to show you, they've left the safe house and have made it across the border into China, all the way to the gates of a Japanese consulate. Now, once inside those gates, they're told they'll be safe, but watch what happens to the woman and the little girl.
그러다 보니까 나머지 그 어린아이하고 여성들만 남았지 않습니까? 셋이. 문 밖에만 들어가면은 뭐 어려움이 생기더라도 국제사회가 관심을 가져줄 테니까 하여튼 끝까지 안심하고 가서 쥐약을 구해달라고 그래서 이제 어려움이 생기면 죽겠다는 이야기를 잘 하죠. 그래서 최악의 경우 자결은 하지 말라. 이 사람들이 이거 죽는다는 말 또 그런 것을 쉽게 생각하거든요.
Safety and freedom so close. Those were Chinese guards who pulled the woman and the child away from the gates. Now, China's government doesn't consider North Korean refugees worthy of asylum. Soul Train has given the world a rare look inside the lives of North Koreans. Jim Butterworth One of the filmmakers joins me now. Jim, it's good to have you back on the program. The fact that North Koreans would resort to such drastic measures for their freedom, I mean, it speaks volumes about the desperate situation that they're facing back home.
Definitely. I mean, in this situation, if they're caught and sent back to North Korea, they'll face almost certain execution. I mean, at worst, they're going to be sent to a labor camp from where they'll never emerge. I mean, they have a very, very bleak existence, and this is why they go to that extreme to try to leave.
One of the things that just stuns me about North Korea.
When me attack you, so, brother, don't, because your family in live at China, brother. You know they are China. People are people. Them earth for brothers. Them earth your brother. The African, them are my brother and sister, them brother. What you say? Me see them back some people in my country. Brother, don't. You can't even call me right now. You know, so I'm not going to talk to you right now, neither, brother. Don't do that. Don't even call me right now. Yeah, man. You can't put on that, yeah? Yeah, man. You understand? Don't make a comment there, yeah? All right.
I did a piece recently about Camp 14 for 60 Minutes, and that in some camps they have what called 3 generations of punishment, where they don't just punish a political prisoner, they also punish that person's parents, that person's children. They want to wipe out 3 generations. I want to play another clip from your film Soul Train. A defector returns to North Korea with a hidden camera to just show how bad the humanitarian crisis is there. Let's watch. Military posturing by Kim Jong-un, it makes an already bad food crisis in North Korea worse for civilians, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, what you have is a situation where first the government is a military first government. Secondly, anytime food aid comes into North Korea, it's going to be siphoned off and fed to the military first. Anything that's left over then may go into the food distribution system that then reaches the people.
Your sources told you that North Korean agents had actually infiltrated China to go after not only defectors, but also the activists who were helping them. Is that true?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in fact, at one time there was a bounty not only to capture refugees, but the bounty to capture activists that help refugees was 10 times greater than that. So if you crack down on the people that help the refugees, then you've cracked down on the refugees.
No. If you're in a country where you have to be a deflector, and you have to try to escape from a country, not fly out. Passport, your papers, you fly, go about your business. American come hold you and draw your foot and do these kind of things. And you have to say what them want. If you say, what kind of country that? We me know when you write up on my thing. You know live in China, brother. You live in the US. Don't wait. Don't wait. You say you don't go to a country, if you just go to visit and don't tell me about no people because they might hurt my people. See? Me say, can you make the mistake and when them stay away, no, I come back to we. When them talk about a thing, me know that with no guy. No guy. You understand? Don't do it. All right. You understand? Yeah, me know the foolishness. Me know the foolishness. Watch a deflector here. North Korea style.
Fleeing across the border, collapsing in a hail of bullets, dragged to safety by South Korean soldiers. Pictures seen around the world. We showed them to the former North Korean soldier who made that stunning escape.
This is you running for your life.
I still can't believe it's me, Oh Chong-song says. The son of a general in North Korea, he lived on $100 a month. Now he lives in a small apartment without his family, but with his freedom.
We heard 2 bursts of about 40 rounds.
Lieutenant Commander Daniel McShane was the joint duty officer that day at the DMZ.
He had indeed been shot twice in the shoulder, twice in the stomach, and one went in and hit a bone and went up into his lung. So he was shot 5 times.
The man wounded seemed unlikely to live.
He looked pretty done.
What's that like to have your friends, the people that you have served with, firing at you as you run for freedom?
If I were in their shoes, I'd have done the same, he says.
He was driving.
We showed him Savannah's exclusive 2018 report, retracing his steps.
Your story was told on American television.
I would love to visit the US one day, he says. He wants to say thank you to the American medics who helped to save his life as he was helicoptered to the hospital, as well as to the South Korean people. Every time I watch the video, he says, I realize that I am alive is a miracle.
All right. So, I know when I report, anything when I come with showing and I will make news worldwide, but most people not see anything here. Me could have lived in a country if they want to come out of the country. Adapt me, I go under, man. Same balance. North Korea, China, the whole of them. You're not getting a report from the prisoner. If you do say something and you get locked up every day, 3 generations. You call it deflectors or whistleblowers. You get locked up for just what you say. You don't want to live in a country like that, brother. You understand? We can show you a woman where in China where she don't come from there, she come from Uzbek or some Uzbekistan. And them said them change her videos well say she go buy things. And them all touch her do her thing. Them give her a Chinese name. And them have fill of people them say we can't do nothing, them give her Chinese identity. And have they do all kind of things. She talk. Other people talk. Yeah. See? So this our mayor show. Look on this. Look here.
And try to escape the country every year. They risk being killed, imprisoned. More than 1,000 North Koreans try to escape the country every year. They risk being killed, imprisoned, or trafficked as they escape through China, Mongolia, and different regions of Southeast Asia. This is Yeonmi Park. She escaped North Korea when she was just 13 years old, and she described her ordeal to us.
I think just life was so unbearable in North Korea. I found this note that my sister left, saying that go find this person and she will help you to go to China.
Hey, if you look through the whole of them when me sit down and you watch all them things, it hurt your head, you know. It hurt your head. Tell me, I tell you. So when me see them put up this at Jamaica, I have some other one to put up. When me see them put up this, and see what them want to say.
2 different textbooks, them I tell for my daughter this in 2 different textbooks. You understand?
So when I see them come and say this in my country, I'm showing you something now, you know. I leave pan that and go on this right now. I'm going for the back the text. This is how them go again. I'm play this. It's Jamaica.
Next thing, the Chinese. Our people, the Chinese, started coming a long time ago. They have restaurants, shop, and supermarket. They build houses, bridges, and roads. Chinese are very important to Jamaica. But here the next part.
Jamaica.
The Chinese came to Jamaica from a big chunk of land called China. Well, move along. What they say, what? They cook chow mein, they chop grass and work the farm. They were calm and did no harm. Then they got tired of chopping and opened up shops for our shopping. The Chinese played their part here. Very grateful to say.
So the Chinese play them part there. So our people, our kids, them are read that in the book. Yeah, them have a textbook. It's a textbook in Jamaica, right? Them get that and I put integrated thing that studies, you know, grade 2 and 3 and something, level 2 and 3. That a book we don't put in our system, our education system. Not about Marcus Garvey, about black awareness where we come from and things. Them put them here. Okay. So let me see what going on in Africa. Let me see what going on in Africa with our kids. This is how our kids are learning. Let me look at a little piece of document here now. With our people.
Yes, you heard that correctly. The kids are saying, in Chinese, I'm a black monster. My IQ is low. This video was released in February 2020.
2020. Don't listen. Me, are you talking about Mr. Serious man in a brother? Saying, listen. When you see me, I play them thing. Don't tell me about your people. Them, these are my people. Them people. You see them? I identify with them. I identify where I'm going in my country to Jamaica. Me know where I'm going. Okay? So when I put up something like this, don't tell me this because you don't live there, so you live in the state, brother. You understand? Me not in the foolishness. See? We know in the foolishness. Don't do that. You know, our book I teach you nice people, but them in Africa, I teach a kid and I teach them in a Chinese. I say them hug them a black monster. And them have low IQ. Some kids, if this don't get me, my brother, don't listen. When I do this, brother, me tell you already, you know. when you see me I do them thing, I take them thing personally. Don't you don't even want to call me. Don't put them thing in me move you from this to man. Don't do it. You understand? Not do it. You understand? Don't do it. You know, me talking about, you know, it's me different. Don't put foolishness. Remove your foolishness because I block you. You understand? Yeah. I'm serious. These are my people them. No care where you see me do boop, boop, boop. You know, so that's the way. You understand? We identify, no care what happen. We just want these silk them brain and all kind of things. This now, you can't take kids and do this. But you still, our kids them in Jamaica. We government give them the right to them do come with book and tell us that them do no harm. Yeah? Yeah? You see it? Yeah, teach them something. Them look with them in the motherland. And look here.
Chinese social media account called, get this, Jokes About Black People Club.
Oh! Jokes About Black People Club. Yeah, and down in night, I want to show some more because down in night, that show you say you can't make black people see it because they're going to get mad. Them know what they're doing now.
Within days, it had more than 4,000 likes and a ton of comments. Some people were laughing. Others were outraged. The word they're using is Haegwe, which could be translated as black monster or black devil. But really, it's the Chinese equivalent of the N-word. The controversy even got picked up by Western media and sparked a worldwide debate about anti-black racism in China.
And today, what I found on the internet was so disgusting, and I just can't keep this to myself.
But for me, this wasn't just another online discussion. I was living in China at the time and had experienced these attitudes firsthand. In the end, the internet moved on, but I couldn't get it out of my head.
You know what? I'll start moving. You talk about US and China trust none. Me move you. You know me move you. You live in China, you born in China. You born in the Americas. My daughter born in US. You ever see US just get up and different from how you see the little racist police for them there. Even when they don't want to put whatever, me telling you something. When I punk, you know. When I make me this, you know, too, you know. Hey, wait, me find you and black you too. You know, not a joke with you, you know. When if you go to, you know. This is when you want to justify something about US or China trust none. Me start, listen. Me know another, listen. When you see me I do them kind of thing, yeah, just move on yourself. Yeah? We not argue with the West for them place, yeah. When you know, say, even them own, just with us, them the ideology with them talk, and them just pick up a faith, and you lock up 2 million of them. Me could have trust you. I must freedom of religion and freedom of speech and all kind of things. What more you want to say? Don't come and tell me about no trust none. You think why that one, yeah? When them spread out and when them done with me, I show you them I look on with kids and call a black man say I talk about trust none. For we never have a US one of them run in and take it already. You idiot? You come in like you know see where I go on. No sense. Find my youth there and move him to man. Cause you know, yeah man, I have to move you better. Cause no sir. Yeah man. You have to move to man. Yeah man. Me no in foolishness, you know. When me go in my meds, me no in enough foolishness around them, man. None. You understand? You talk about US or China, trust none. So me trust none. And when you look at, you see when I live in the US and think, police just see and trouble in the US. Sometimes if it depends on some corner and depends on where you are. They have enough working people. Listen, if everything I say 2 million people, ask them do. Even if you have resistor, I do something I get. Everybody them program, no. Eh? You understand? Everybody them program, me go through US. Come on. My daughter US. She born in US. What happened? Somebody in Canada too. You trust none. You have youth man there. Much of them the one of them take off from one and lock. We not go to prison yet. We never go to jail in the US yet. Everybody, most of them will go to jail from Jamaica, I think. There's something them catch them at do. Eh? A matter of fact, the Jamaican them and like, the police them angle the Jamaican them like how them that angle the black American them like how them that stop at one man. Them don't get punished for that. Yeah? They want to stand up and judge thing with them there. Even the police run them not going to prison. Eh? Stop on the foolishness. Me I show about Africa and what them are going with it. Yeah, come right foolishness. All right, no.
Where was it shot? Why was it made? Who was it who took a bunch of young African kids, happy, excited kids, and made them chant something so demeaning? Those questions sent me on a journey into an industry that is exploiting kids across Africa. I was shocked by what...
Oh, you have a nation like them. I'm going to go and exploit our kids too, you know. I know those the big people, the kids them, I make them call themselves black monster and them a blue IQ and you come tell me, hey, when you don't come by either, you know. No, when you go to, you know, man. No for no us in America and get big and make all kind of different thing out of America. And them don't know at about just now. Me go to America, me and the police never say hello to me yet. I'm not a fuck me over the world, nobody not. What them say to me, how me I live? Me and them in anything, man. I'm going to show you about the book. Eh? No idiot. When the man them say them people when I talk about yellow skin, just look, watch the documentary. Because I don't live there, because I don't do no research on there. Yeah? Me know that, man. You know, sell out one yourself.
I heard along the way. But in the end, I found my answers.
Yeah, I better say that freedom. Me rather fight in democratic way. Me can say, hey, right now you can say something about Biden, you know. Try over there and say about them supreme leader. Just say about the regime much as a supreme leader. Just try up in them out. Because them are here. Just try it. You can't say anything about Biden. Why am I sleep, you know? Liam, who I look for you? The feds, why? Eh? You ever meet that walk through and look at the place big and then them follow you and them knock you up and you have to check back your paper and do all kind of things to you. If them are do saying that, can you imagine? Eh? You see me, I say, me not do that. I'm going to dash from my Canada, America, and UK, and Europe, and Africa, me not going to do that. Me not do it. We will have a force and we have a difference and we cause and say boom, bam, bam, but your democratic rights, me not dash way. Me not wear that. So if we did have, and you know, say, Andrew, that try that. Yeah, why you think the police them going to the bed for the youth? Eh? So me not idiot. Me not know that with no guy. Eh? So when we see some millionaires and billionaires and them are black people in America, they see me and them thing there. And someone break the law. Because enough of them break the law, then get locked up. So them break the law, they must get locked up. Eh? But them go through a system, a justice system. China no come for you because you hide the ideology, your ways of thinking, oh, I want to think that moves them. No. Yeah, think against me, you know. But hey, boy, straight, you know, 2 million now, you know. Boom. And if you type in now, you see them like them have 1.7 million people locked up. No. And if you type in about the Muslim, you see 1.8, which are over 2 million them have this. So that's not good. 3 point at every day. Out here, who get where? Who escape? Them all your people, them disappear. When me do some boom boom and you make the whole search and it there, you people that say me sorry because my sister gone, my aunt gone, my father gone. Them can't find them. Them punish them. What kind of country that you want to come run the world? And I eat that. You can't sell out the world with me in that. You think me I eat that? Stand up with the Americans, stand up with the West. You know, fool. You understand? Them, but all right. Some people coming out my country, all right. You know, America, enough man married to American. Of course. Whether white woman, whether this month, enough of them married to Canadian. Whether white and them mix. China tell us, hey, we don't go afraid. They might they mix up thing there, you know. Mine never because them want come carry and spoil we and do what you know. They invade and now go work. And nobody know see that. Eh? Them in our country, how much of them they see walk and mix with we. You live by your place and then mash up your own store. Our people them buy into it, them just sell little cheap and sell pay fake things. Our people them buy into that. Them buy into it. Yeah. Mash up you where I look on them. How much of them come and support you? How much thing you see Chinese come and say me sponsor them yeah? And them are give you some them support some Dan to kill you. That them do. Them come in at every garrison in Jamaica. So when them lock up and thing and go home, them come on your corner. You ever keep a dance and say one bag of Chinese come and support you? You ever? Eh? You ever see them come and support you? Where you know you go buy for and support. You ever keep something and support and you see them come and support you? Where you see them come and support? Eh? And that now raise concern and look how them live over the place. So let me tell you this. When you have Scarface and one of them back in the 30s, you know. Al Pacino and one of them man there, you know. You know, say the feds have infiltrated the family. If you know what going on inside. Look, Luciano. Jane, and the one of them man, them have infiltrated the family. Because, you know, but them know them sit down, can't remember, you know, them isolate themselves. So it's hard for you to think outside. So when them in Jamaica and like the feds, them have the capability. Them outside, Jamaica can't say force not trouble them. Them just sit down and plan anything wrong in your country. And that not concern you. And then them let go book as a boom bam bam. By the way, when them let go money, you don't know the evil what them do. Them are give money with some high interest rate. But them don't even give them, send them workers that your thing, take for your work source. And if you go search the document you see, in Africa they it full up. And then you have to give them outsource your thing to them. I put 99 years. This we give them 50 years concession already for the work. 50. So you know them in your place say 50. 50 years. Eh? So when them done with that, you know, so them can transform that and it's a foot. Eh? Foothold, 50 years. Them are about in the place the same kind of like foolishness. And take the things and do all kind of things and I dig out Africa and send it to when you talk about nothing about my people. Man, that's, yeah, my man, if I want to have just ease on yourself, you know. Me can see, you can see kids, yes, so. And I say, your people, them don't get trouble. That you talk about your sister and your brother, your personal brother and sister. Them kids are my kids. This is Africa. Yeah. And I care you might have seen them live this is Africa. And you have to identify your race, identify yourself, brother. You're mad? Me not play that way, yeah. These are kids. Them are kids. And if man can't take this, just watch. If man can't do this to kids, me don't want to hear them. Remember, you know, if you say one little thing about them regime, you get locked away. Tax and do all kind of things. And them do this to kids. Up to them superstar. Put the same thing on them big screen. If the government wasn't with it, I think them make them allow them. Then that's it wrong. When I watch down the thing, like one man will admit him and say, no, you can't make black people know because we're in a danger. Them sell it and take a for idiot. See that?
I'm Renako Salina, a writer and journalist. Although I'm now based in London, I lived in China for several years, studying Chinese and working in Beijing. I loved it there, but I didn't always feel welcome. As a black woman in a country with a tiny black population, I experienced countless instances of racism. Sometimes indirectly, but often right in my face.
So she lived there, she tell sometimes, and she study and a journalist. And sometimes she face racism. We are saying, like, woman, I tell. And we are show you what them just do the little kid. Eh? But more want to see. A matter of fact, you never see this. You just look how them come amongst you and how them live amongst you in Jamaica. And I like them are green teeth with you. Them take over, them just stay there and them not say nothing and them just take over. Yeah? And just do what them are doing. And you say, okay. You couldn't do that enough. How much Jamaican you see over there have them stored and them wholesale and everything. And them are buy from them. You ever see Chinese are coming out in one of our shop and come buy one thing from we yet? You ever see a Chinese coming out with shop, come buy one thing? You ever see them come? You ever go to McDonald's and see them going there? And Kentucky? You ever have a little restaurant and see Chinese pull up and come buy other thing from you? You know, if in this life, you never see it. Me not see it in a UK, me not see it in a US, me not see it in a Canada, me not see it in a Europe, me not see it, me just don't see it. Them buy from themselves. You understand? One plan. Yeah, man.
And I soon realized I wasn't the only one. See, I wasn't new to racism before China. It's a global problem. But I'd never been anywhere that made it quite so difficult to speak out. I felt black people in China needed a space to unpack these experiences. So I decided to take a risk.
It's difficult for you to speak out about racism, boom, bam, 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 bam. Bring it by.
I created Black Liberty China, an online space and website to start that conversation. Hello, 大家好, and welcome to another episode of the Black Liberty China podcast. I'm your host, Renaka Salim. One of my guests is Wadamaya, a Ghanaian who's built one of the most popular YouTube channels in the whole of Africa. Wadamaya, like me, used to live in China and speaks Chinese. In February 2020, he used his platform to make a scalding denunciation of the low IQ video.
How on earth would you allow foreigners to come into your country to exploit your own people and at the same time insult the entire black people of this world?
Thank you. Wadamaya joined the podcast via Zoom.
When my friend sent me the video, listen, I was heartbroken, you know. I was very angry as an African, but I speak and understand Chinese, so I felt like I was the right person to speak against it since I had the platform, just to share the word across the world that, yo, these people are actually taking advantage of Africans living in Africa.
What would you say to people who say, oh, it's just one video, doesn't matter, let it go, forget about it?
This is not just one video, it's millions of videos that one of them just came out. We need to address these issues for the world to know that this is what is happening and it needs to change.
And that's true, right? It's million of them videos. Because you see, somebody put out something the other day. And I talk about Chinese, you know, when them teach one for them TikTok, them teach education, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Them have millions of them kind of video, yeah, you know, the African thing where them are show you like we inferior to them yellow skin, because them say them a yellow skin man with black eye. Them now mix up with we, them take we like we are nothing. You still them damn dog, you know. And them take we like we are nothing. See? Them, a matter of fact, them rather deal with a white man more than we. See? You understand? And it might have sound away, but it's just reality. You understand? Just reality. And then our people, you have some people, them that the West, them sell little coke, them get locked up. Oh, America do this. Then just behave yourself and just go do some 95. Majority who come from Jamaica are decent working people. Them never get locked up yet. So when we see one thing on TV, George Floyd, what the police there? Them kick him out and them charge him in their prison. And him alone, him squad with him. So when them catch them, them nick them. But you saw them too blatant. You have to teach our people all them nice and thing in our country. Them come and them take over your port, them give some art thing, them give beer workers, take away your work. You not get the work and you have to pay a fee to them notes the country cannot pay back fee. Then you have to go sign up something, sign over things to them. You know, see them a move off a real dominance. And some little idiot come at about, but me no want you from money, brother. Don't do it, man. When they go down when them go down in Africa, you know, remember, you know, and the kids them do go for them place, you know. And them go in Africa and to cut everything, you know. And then I tell you about the kids, them I say them a man, black monster, and have low IQ, that alone. Let me tell you this, me not around put them. Yeah? Me serious, me not around put them.
Wadamaya's right. This isn't just one video. The low IQ video is part of a massive industry. In China, over the last few years, it's become a thing to send personalized greeting videos via social media and messaging apps. Happy birthday. Good luck in your exams. Congrats on your wedding. These videos typically sell for anything between $10 and $70 US. So
but them do that video. Them sell it in a them place too. But no make black people see it. Eh? You so here, and I say it to them.
For some weird reason, videos featuring Africans have become especially popular. Sometimes it's groups of young muscle men. Other times, it's women in fancy dress. Often, it's kids, usually standing around a blackboard, shouting these greetings in Chinese. The content can be innocent enough. You might even think they're cute. But some of them are, well... In this one, for example, the producer gets the kids to promise they'll always stay in
I will not go to China. Look upon that disrespect there. And them don't know what they are singing. I will not go to China. They will always stay in Africa. I will not go to China. And then them sell that. And when I come to about them not doing nothing. Hey, who do them? Who that do any Chinese? Who that do any Chinese anything on here? Nobody. Nobody not do them. Nobody not trouble them. Why you not take with kids and I do this? And I sell it. And I talk about Chinese not doing nothing. What this? What this? Well, not have no sense. You don't live in China, you not go China. And you have to be in China, it's not doing nothing. But the country you live and breathe and make your money and everything, you say, yeah, I'm trample it. Choose a democratic thing. If it run like China now, you wouldn't even say it because we wouldn't have this to talk about. That's to show us we have a freedom, you know. And we say, Andrew try ramp put that freedom there, we have to dry him up, you know. You understand? Yeah, man. Selling hate against blackness worldwide, that's what China do. See? Yeah, man, we see him try to dry him up. That's why I don't like when the police say, run out and you see something Andrew, you run out for lock up people. No, because we see that in these countries. We don't know it. Foolishness. When you see them just have the kids, them looking dirty like this and all kind of things, and have them and say these things, it's hurt. Them are hurt.
In this one, a patriotic song about the glory of China, they're made to sing yellow skin and dark eyes are the most beautiful. In quite a
yellow skin and dark eye are the most beautiful. Because they have the little what they are saying. And them target kids. You notice how them target kids. You see what them do? And this is bigger than exploitation. Much of our people watch these things. Them in our country, that's why them separate themselves. You understand? And I do what them I do. And our people, they sell we out. You can't do this. I see you as man, I take them things.
Few of them, we see girls dancing in obviously sexualized ways. Teenagers. And sometimes even younger kids. It's important to say not everyone in China thinks this is okay. I asked Chinese journalist Wan Yuan-song for her take.
The country itself is very polarized. You have people, the vocal critics, saying the whole thing is wrong. You also have people supporting those kind of video filmings. To the customers, this is a very good business. It's
to the customer, this them a take and I sell. No, you have with that's why them compare with kids them to kind of monkey, kind of animal in Africa and all kind of things. And we allow this. And them pushing our country, kids them a do this too. Them people could have done them. You could have your right mind now and tell me about Chinese, them cool and them not doing nothing. You know, no for one in the US a sell, one a sell, that's why one end up a prison. No police never ever stop me, never yet in the US. In a Canada, at one time when I go, them never, and not even police stop me. Me stick at it up. Now them that change. Me stick at it up. And the police early morning. Me and mama and Jay say, we come from Tingas to a thing a couple years ago. And then pull on and say, no, it's still a need for change. You know, cause boom bam. Nothing. And about what? Cause you can remember you can just when the license plate gone boom bam bam. Yes, all right, thanks. I'm gone. Me not step out, me not, you know, you're not, me not, I'm not search or something that I tell me, okay, remind that it up here, it's a boom bam. That's it. Me gone. Police have stopped me about nothing. Me good. You see me I say? Point them thing, man.
Actually helping the local people, promoting the relationship between China and Africa. But what actually happened behind the curtain is unknown in China.
Yeah, she come from China behind the curtain because they have an iron curtain. So when them push out to the public, or when them want you to feel or believe in, this hurt me. Me have father, me have granddad. When me see them, I'm a people, them this Africa, this. Who you think black people could have China abuse them kids that say these things? Yo, them that get some torture, you don't believe it. Them that burn them house to ash. You understand? Enough thing them over the side, you know. And them in Jamaica do enough too. Them not scamming, them not everything that's bad. You see them a build police station everywhere. And you have some big leader about them this and that, and you don't even know when people set up and want to sink on the backside. Eh? A world dominance about them a move there, you know. Yeah, man.
I want to know what's actually happening.
Despite the debate in China, the industry continues to grow.
There's an industry for this them have, you know, apps. It's an industry, you know. You understand? It's an industry them have and it'll grow. The industry will grow with all these idiot thing. We are making kids them attack our one bag of foolishness. Yeah?
The most popular videos get millions of views.
Yeah.
Some are
so who's a China kids? Who's a China? Not show nothing on them internet in there. And me say I'm gonna put about them teach them kids this. Them ya with them show up on them internet in there. Them ya. This are the disrespect for our face in a them place there. Pan for them internet. The millions of views. A matter of fact, look on them global superstar. Look on I know global can for them superstar, can nobody know him outside. But enough people that still are watching him in there. Look on the superstar, look what him use. Yeah? Look what him use. Look here.
Even used by celebrities like Zhou Shui, a huge pop star in China, to feature on the big screen as part of stadium concerts. This guy has...
I'm a black man star. IQ low. He might have played that in a concert to backside. You see where they might educate themselves with. Them no want the Muslim thinking because they may lock you up, but you can educate, show our black kids them. I say I'm a black man star with low IQ and them can show it and you know, not all to face him. Because the leader up to that with themselves. Them up to this. You understand? So they must spread them racism against us. And we not see this. You say, no, we are Jamaica, no. You're African, set speed, man. What you talk about, man? Eh? If you see them do this to a black man, where you think black man face with certain persecution? Eh? Especially black kids. Eh? Jano. Eh?
56 million followers on Weibo, a site like Twitter. That's the context in which this clip, the low IQ video, exists. But despite
too much million views, eh? Alright, low IQ.
All the heat and fury this clip generated at the time, no one was ever able to figure out who made it.
Do you know where it was taken?
I know it was taken in a country in Africa, but I don't know the exact country.
If we were able to find exactly where the video took place, exactly who took the video,
I'll be so happy to see that you guys actually find out the person who's actually doing this. I mean, I cannot go that extreme, but if you can do it, that would be amazing.
No, we don't force them to do nothing at all. The matter of fact, them are booking a Jamaica, tell us a Chinese, all right, and think them put it, and I teach our kids about Chinese, and them nice and all right, and them not do trouble or nothing. That them are put in a book for teach your little kids. And then look at Chinese, I sell, them are sell this in a for them country. Them are show this for them internet. Eh? Them chill out this and make them kids be a shit. Yeah? Them are with them showing them feel good. It's okay for show this. You understand? Eh? We not trouble them, we're not trouble to them. Them are more trouble to us.
I teamed up with my friend and colleague Guillaume Leroy, who specializes in this kind of forensic digital investigation. We knew that to uncover
And then put them in a that for us, that for show you. Answer these things it's bad.
who made this video, which we called Video Zero, we had to find out where it was shot.
when you see the video, it's very zoomed in.
You could see some buildings, some trees, but those were very generic features that you could find in any village across Africa.
I'd already found video operations of this kind running in lots of African countries, but one of the first journalists to report on the low IQ video had been told, by good sources, that it was filmed in Malawi. We decided to take a closer look.
But it sure said they have enough of the video in Africa there. Eh?
Wait, we gotta stop a minute. Like, it's still Malawi. There are thousands of villages like this in Malawi. We need more crews.
So we started the painstaking process of downloading and logging hundreds of videos from across Chinese social media.
Yeah, across Chinese social media, the same said, so them have thousands, them have millions, them have enough of them video. When them in Africa, them do this. Come me show the what of this. It'll show you one of them say him. Then them say, oh, you know, I'm friend. Do it. Because they must say, you know, this controversy can't make black people see it because it stir up hate. Them know what them do. Them know what them do.
Featured similar things. Children holding these placards, holding these blackboards, you know, saying these words they don't understand.
Oh, God.
We found 2 videos amongst them that actually tagged a location, and that location was called Kamwendo, an area in the west of the country. This area borders Zambia, so we thought we've got it. Alion then was...
The amount of video where she went long and she said that. Yeah? So these are the things where them do. Yeah? And then we go in our place, give them a safe pass because they're not trouble people. Joe can make me say Chinese box down girl in my country. I mean, some people, me so shooting me say me dead. And I know the police in charge her. I know. You see the video in charge her. The monga said, make she feel say sorry. Who want her to say sorry about what? I'm going to the TV station go down there, but carry that and that, make she say sorry. The woman should get charged. She should get charged. You understand? That's a foolishness. You see me I say? You understand? It's bad. You understand?
Able to geolocate a football pitch that we saw in some of these videos.
We looked around the football pitch, and although it matched the video that we had with the tag to Kamwendo, so that was right, we couldn't find any of the features that we saw in video 0 actually in that village. Runako went back to all the video we had logged.
And then we get another breakthrough. And that's a sign in just one of these videos for a company called Shabri Building Solutions Limited. I'll never forget the name. This company, it didn't have a massive profile online, but we were able to speak to an ex-employee by searching for them on Facebook. And they told me, this is in Jera Market.
They brought us back to the capital, Lilongwe, to an area that's called Njewa.
But then the next problem is, there are scores of villages across this area that could potentially be the location. Again, we deep dive into all of this footage, pouring through it.
What footage?
And one video strikes me in particular, and that shows us some pits, sand pits, just outside of the village.
Went on the satellite imagery, looked around Njewa. After, I think it was a couple of hours, boom, we found some pits.
Alion then looks closely at the buildings, the positioning of them, the proximity of the buildings to trees, the angle.
Every building, every tree was a perfect match. We've got it.
This video, the video that seemed to epitomize everything that's wrong with this industry, was shot right here.
My name is Henry Muhango. I am an investigative reporter based in Malawi. I have worked with BBC Africa Eye to expose human rights abuses, corruption, and violent crime in my home country. Runako was aware of my work here and asked me to help with her investigation. When she showed me the low IQ video, I was shocked. The children shouting those demeaning words were Malawians. It happened under our nose, hidden in plain sight.
You know what I'm saying? It happened under our nose, hidden in plain sight. So what am I going in Jamaica then? That means when they're in your country, they're not innocent. They do nothing hidden in plain sight and a joke. You right? It happened under them nose, hidden in plain sight. You see me I say? Yeah. You see me I say? No, we can't forget these things, but these are I try to show you. Watch this.
Amazingly, Runako had managed to find out exactly where this was filmed. She sent me the coordinates, so I set off to find out more. The village is perfectly located to do business discreetly. It's tucked away in the longest countryside and connected to the motorway only through dirt roads. I quickly made friends with a local guy called Moyo, and he told me that an individual had been filming in the village for years, weaving himself into the fabric of the community. But he was not the only one. Other Chinese filmmakers had also been spotted in the Wide and Jewa area.
So Chinese filmmaker, also they make millions of dollars. So they might tell the same sport in the community, go there and do this and give them the foolishness. Yeah? I'm a filmmaker. Eh? You understand? I'm a filmmaker. This bad man.
The situation was more complex than both Runako and I had thought. She made the journey to Malawi so we could join forces and get to the bottom of it. I knew where we could start the next day. Runako and I set off to Njewa market to find out what the locals made of the filming. Several of them mentioned one.
Look at them plates, man. Look at them village, man. That's why when them come in, you know, because you say, oh, what set of people, them not have nothing about them, you know. You understand? Some of them down in Africa, and them know themselves, you know. Then get up and it's like divided and rule. Because you're your old man, you know. The man can't divide me against my black brother, them man, and them thing. Them is a man, me stand up for truth and rights still, you know. And a man can't, me and my brother, them. No, sir. Me tell a man, say, if he's not good man, but I deal with him. But you're not hurt him, you know. A man can't set me up. Me have to be careful of the man that come set up, man. Me know that, man. Some man not truthful with us, burn them out. You see me, I say eyes on the file. Eh? Yeah, man. You have to wonder what them are doing in your country same way. Because they make illegal police station in these other countries and try some people were up out. They might try to get them back and kidnap for them people and for them own land and do all kind of things. But it not around the world like that in a democratic country. Enough people are speak out now because we have the rights. Be not going to show them rights if we go do what? Go on for them regime? Nah, work. Nah.
One man in particular.
What's his name?
They said Susu was holding some sort of glass.
He's trying to impart a bit of his Chinese culture into them.
I just know that they come teaching China language only.
Some believed the videos were being made for charity.
But na agyo na udi afuna uradani agoze mujuno uri mwina wonege bwino ngati uri malo abwino oyenerera.
But the children didn't seem to be learning Chinese.
They failed to speak.
And there was more. We were told that the children had begun attending the so-called Chinese classes instead of their regular school. The residents' worries were not unfounded. After receiving a tip-off about Susu's filming schedule, I arranged for a colleague to go undercover. She posed as a schoolgirl and wore a secret camera. This was the first.
You know, when I ask myself, and be truthful, because I have enough man, as myself, them get locked up on things in the US and all kind of thing. Then they can book back and for them youth band and all kind of things to phone them. See? Can't stand up and talk for your rights. You can't stand up and bone chop. You know, hey, they like come here, man, I said, Dick Stain, this and that. You think you could have talked to them supreme leader, them kind of way that you feel so? You feel so? You feel say, I'm want you show me how much video come out, like how them Chinese are doing now, with little black kids. When I say we are black monster and everything, and them have said it on the internet in America, and in Canada, and in the US, and in the UK, and Europe. Just come, take up some and show me. Because any man come up with something like this, we know them want him down. They might look for him and we know the whole place are up. But this is what they must sell on them Chinese market, on them internet. Yeah? Millions of dollars and you how much money for one? $70, $80, something like that. US. Yeah? And this is what them shoot and send, and this is what them are spreading a for them youth head. Not for them people generation head. See? Now care them talk about US. You can certain thing you can just come show me how much man right now I build film and put it up and make some little kids dirty looking see them I call themselves black man stand like you. Come show me how much of them make in the US right now. Yeah? How much of them make in Jamaica, how much of them make in Canada and in Europe. Eh? Why Chinese things say them have the right to go in Africa, come make the kids them do these things. You exploit them in everything, dignity, everything. Kids! Then as a Chinese woman must mix up with the man them because this, hey, number one, I don't know where I pick up them two, you know. But them out harder, man. This very out harder. So when you say book back, and all the fault with the US, I say, on an international level, you just show me. Yeah, a matter of fact, if you have your own youth, and you not take care of them, you know, say, you know, you're not some trouble. You have to go send them go to school, you have to go do something at the state and take them from you. Eh? Look what them doing in Africa. Eh?
Time we had a chance to see the filmmaker in action and up close. This recording was made at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday, a direct clash with the timetable of the nearby school, confirming the residents' fears.
This industry, these videos are taking these kids out of school.
The Njewa residents had told me one of the reasons why the children preferred Susu's classes was that they were getting paid to attend. In this separate recording, we can see the children receiving some notes and arguing about it. I was told that Susu was paying them less than $50 a day.
So you go for the kid them, give them less than half a US, 50 cents. Less than that. Then they ask school, they give them 50 cents, give them something and tell them what to say. I do it with film, all these, oh come on. You see poverty, but poverty can't cause, man. Eh? They're in a people country, and them don't know, them not speak Chinese, them think of something good. You get that for just go repeat. These are the evilness of these piece of shit. What am I doing in our country? Eh? This can right. So you use the people them, the hungriness of them, the poverty business. Yeah? And everything you're going to give them less than $50 per day. Less than $50, so less than 50 cents. You know, all them that tax, you know, less than 50 cents. Eh? Yeah. Jane. So you give them less than that per day. And then have them say this stupidness and then sell it for millions. And disrespect we black people. Eh? Yeah, man. And disrespect the whole motherland. So disrespect the whole away. All of us. You don't just say kids them alone. When I say you don't just go put about them not trouble my people, them not trouble your people because you don't live in China. You're good. You understand?
I have lived in a village just like this. I know the difference that even this small amount can make. I can also understand how some parents could have high hopes that a white foreigner might offer their children a chance for a better future.
You see, I trick them, you know. Them I trick them, so them have a chance for a better future. When I promise to stay there, so and you have low, you're monster, black monster, and you have low IQ, and all them pop star play this. You know them audience, and the government not sees it because the government are part of it. Nasty, you see them? Eh? You see me I say? It's going right now, man. Same thing them do, man. You understand? Same thing. Because I saw them do thing in a secret and they know. Yeah? Unless you see it. Yeah?
But I didn't understand Susu. What was he doing here? Why was he using us Malawians for his videos?
Yeah.
I wanted to find out more. And Runako knew where to start.
His online presence seems to suggest that he's been here for at least 6 years.
The villagers had a name.
You something different. You say the US, which part of the US call 1/5 of a human? Who US call so? US call us? Who us? When the US call you so? When? Come show me when the US, don't tell me say the US call you so. Because everybody, if you're a US citizen, you're a US citizen, brother. Who are the US call you so? You have put everything for the US. Me not a ban US citizen. Me not talk no where you get no papers no. Ban it too. So US call you so? You have to leave. You are propagandist too, you know. Move. Yeah, man. We are talk 20. This is 2022. May I show you something at 2020 and 2021, and you come and tell me say US call you 1/5 of you, man. You have to leave, man. You have to leave, man. Go on, man. Yeah? Me know no foolishness. You have racism. You know, you have people that are thinking of them because thing and with them Nazi thing and thing. That not talk over the whole place. You understand? In a Jamaica, same thing. Classism. The big boys, them go like them better than the ghetto people. See? But this kind of attitude where them are going with yourself. You there in your own continent, in your own country, and then come find you. And other kids that do all these kind of things. This is stupidness. This is disrespect to black culture and to our black being. You understand? You come and say US. Therefore, we have them are banned US. Them are banned US. They like how you say Jamaican. You're born in the US. Them can't change that. Them can't put you out. You're born in the US. They can't take away your paper. You're born in the US. So you have to say the US. So you blame my daughter to want to blame some other people. The kids were born and all kind of little things. Who that the US card is, man? Okay, they say, them did say it 400 years ago. Stop the bullshit. Them said enough things in the World War II and all kind of things. This is 2022. Yeah? You understand? Talk to us straight. This is what them do now. This is for me at 2020. This is not like 70 years ago or 75 years ago. You understand? We don't have foolishness. Yeah, man.
For the man making the films. They called him Susu. It sounded like the Chinese word shushu, meaning uncle. But is this man, Susu, the same man I'd been tracking online? And most importantly, is he the man who made the low IQ video? I showed Henry the findings of my forensic analysis. I'd looked at hundreds of blessing videos posted on Chinese social media. And no.
When I talk about them at one word, this is what them post on them social media. When I see it, when I can't see it. When you can't them black in when them at so you don't see it like that. You now go see it because them censor what them are censor. And yes, the man I put out, who Johnny them teach them thing, this is what them are teach them hate against we black people. And them take it for a mockery and laugh. And they're still in our country. Yeah? Not about this our Chinese. Yeah, but church is because you got China. See that?
Noticed at least 2 different accounts that were regularly posting videos from this village.
You see it?
The content suggested the accounts belonged to the same person. Selfies and vlogs gave us a glimpse of their possible owner, a man in his 20s. Among the posts, there was a single photo of a national ID card. We finally had a name to work with. Lu Ke. The name Lu Ke led us to a Facebook profile. A profile that had just 14 friends. One of them was a journalist from Sweden. So I called him. The journalist told me that he had interviewed Lu Ke in 2017 as part of a TV news report on Chinese traders in Malawi.
Watch TV. Chinese trading in Malawi, see it? Then go for take your things and things. Yeah, Tia. I appear that, I tell you this, them in the US, not for them want to sell cocaine, them want this and that. The police must lock them up. When the police lock them up, I lock up them people, then complain. Just go work on this and do your thing, man. See? Them just want to sit down there and just wow. But yesterday have other people, them they drive them truck, them big up themselves, them have them host them all right. Police just say them not trouble. You have your gun, you have every little thing, you survive. Look how much million Jamaican live in China. In China. Can't count. How much million Jamaicans live from the diaspora live in the US. You have more than a million. It is. Can them say around 3 million out, most of them live in the US. See? With these. You understand? How much of them lock up? Eh? How much of them are Jamaican? Well, Miller 9, I shoot him, go shoot people. Then lock him up innocently? To him say something? No. He go rob and shoot people. was a police at Jamaica. Oh, schoolboy Richie, police too. Them a drugs him myself. And you can call a bag of more man name when you hear them get locked up, them Jamaican and are doing a gangs and all that kind of thing. That's why them get locked up. And I like the police them target them, fill lock them up. Eh? So what them do now, them come with a little thing through them hear people talk. Them think everybody are them stupid. If you do good things in America, you want to build yourself, you can build yourself. Build yourself. So whoever vice president there, our father, him a professor. Don't me go waste some time and go rob them and lock him up. Look much more people than this, so them are right. We're born there. Eh? My brethren Radigan born in Jamaica. Him run up in the FBI chain. See? And look much more brethren. You see me I say? You see me I say? It's bad. See? Look for who I do them things and people and them make millions of dollars for these things. Them sit down in our country and mash it up and then when them get the punishment, nobody no kill them and torture them, you know. Them go through the same justice system and get them time. No for them and them what them do, them dip your back. Strip your something and dip your back. Coast you over them dip your back then. And say, right, you're not going to make you stay in there because boom, bam, bam, bam. Them what them do to you, you go do your time and them send you back home. Zane? Yeah. You understand? You see me I say? So these are, you see, either Florida, America, or Jamaica. Yeah, because enough Jamaican have enough position in the place. So you can go on a land like that and your kids them born there. Somebody, oh, America said this. We have kids born in America too. You think we destroy America? For China? And North Korea? And thing there and go on this away. Them lock up and you know see where as they open your mouth. Them rush you. Even on them place there. You no live there, you not go down there, you not study there. You live in a country, you don't want to sell no coke and free and do one sport and then when they get look lock up on a complaint. Backside. Yeah? You don't want to hear from you, man.
A break, very beautiful. Malawi, beautiful. So, I'm from China, I'm Malawi.
The clip was filmed not in our village, but in a town called Kamwendo, 100 kilometers away, near Malawi's border with Zambia. I already knew this place, Kamwendo. It's the town I'd seen in all Luca's older videos. The one with the football field. At some point 3 or 4 years ago, he moved from here to Lilongwe. I'd watched hundreds of these videos looking for clues to the man's identity. And
you know what she said? She watched hundreds of these videos. This is all my expert for you them at one time. People at one time, this is what them do. And remember them said it, them have a market. The 1.4 billion of them is a market in there. Eh? You can run people things. Me say a man go work in that and me say, he must have been over a man and whip him. What? Chinese are whip him. He come late. And video it. That goddamn ship that are more than slavery, man. In your own country. Them never have no permit or nothing, you know. Them do a next thing and they must put out some of them there. So. Them have other places where them have rip up, like them come and them get a big piece of land where you look at gold and think them a dig out and do all kind of things. And them a rip up down there because them take the people them like nothing, you know. See? Yeah, man. Do farm on a big scale, feed the people them over there, so them get nothing. They get whipping. Whipping! Eh? In my own country, boy, I couldn't come around and put me in my country, man. My head thick. Hey, let me tell you this. Me have not asked. Can I tell them say me's a different human being, you know? Me not like them thing, yeah. And me and a man go, me stand up for rights, you know, equal rights and justice. You see when me say them foolishness, yeah, no man no come tell me nothing. And no man no come tell me about boom bam because, you know, America, a police never look at me and say, you know, say I read. Never. And me run through enough state too, you know. Me never, police never, what them gonna stop me for? What me I do? Eh? The police now stop, what them gonna stop me for? If me depend some kind of like me a street, like me a street furniture, no? And them that go on and have video who want see what I want. So when you see them come draw me up, no, you just say, okay. I'm right for go draw you up. You see me I say? Yeah, man.
And then I remembered. In one of these clips, Luca is talking to a young child, and he asked that kid to call him by a nickname.
Ango, and Susu.
Susu, the man Henry had found in the village near Njewa, and Luca, the man I'd been tracking online, appeared to be the same guy. This was progress, but we still couldn't prove he was the man behind the low IQ video. We needed to get closer to him, and we knew just the person to help us.
Smart, you know, she journalism, she bad, you know. So she draw along, she bad, man.
This is Paul, a Chinese journalist specialized in undercover filming. He agreed to help us find out more about Susu. Posing as a businessman who wanted to commission some video adverts for his chocolate brand, Paul managed to set up a meeting. Henry and I watched the footage, excited to find out more about the man we'd been tracking for months. Paul had to tread carefully, so he started with some general questions about Susu's video-making business.
最高峰的时候呢，最厉害的时候，我最高的记录啊，一天拍380个，一天还是一个月？一天380个，一天380个，一张200块，你自己算吧。76000，不就这嘛？差不多。
Paul asked how many children were involved in the filming.
基本上有50个小孩子，好不好？50 kids。50个小孩子一起拍每一条。没有分开的，我们早上用一批，中午用一批这样的。
This lucrative shoot hadn't happened in Injewa, Susu said. Earlier on in the conversation, he let the location slip.
那以前在那个很远的地方，快到赞比亚了。
As soon as I heard this, I knew that he was talking about Kamwendo. It was time to pay a visit.
The villages are most similar. Yes.
Kamwendo is a trading post near the Zambia border. In this area too, Susu had found his way to a remote village.
Where I'm going, you see, look on the people, them, I know what I'm doing now. And then, you know, what earth, him can go freely go across border, nobody not doing nothing. It's like, I don't know, now give them less than give them a couple cents, you know, US cents, couple cents, and then do these things and then sell it on them in a them big market down there. And the government and everybody can go online. Them that can go online. Discriminate against us, our kids. Do what I as black people. Eh? Do what of us as black people. Yeah? And do everything and you know, and then sell it. Yeah, remember go and play this. Because it's serious, man. Yeah.
We wanted to talk to the kids he'd used as his stars and to find out if they'd shared in the profits that Susu boasted about. Henry had been told that here too, the kids had been paid up to $50 a day.
$50 a day.
I was keen to speak to the family of one young boy in particular. He was a prolific performer in Susu's videos, known across Chinese social media as Xiao Gula. He was a cute kid, such a natural performer that he became a poster boy for the industry.
Poster boy, remember they saw him look, but you still make millions of fine. I make a bag of things of fine. I discriminate themselves. Eh?
But now you can see him giving the thumbs up in adverts for Chinese blessing videos.
What's it?
It didn't take long to find Xiao Gula and his mum. She invited us inside out of the rain. The boy's real name is Bright. He's now 6.
Do you remember how old you were when you started taking the videos?
4.
And what do you remember about taking the videos?
I must want to give them a back.
Can you tell us anything about Shushu? What was he like? What was his character, his personality?
Bright's mother also told us she saw Susu beating her son.
When you witnessed your child being beaten, how did it make you feel? Did you feel like you could do anything to stop it?
Ineyo nimati nikaona mtima wanga maganizo ngopita nukanchotapo nobwera naye kodi uyu nimpange zotani ine achitofikire napo matere mwana wochepa wote mtima wanga umane wawo kumbiri.
And this get me mad, you know. So, in my video, the little baby and I'll beat the baby 4. Eh? A video, me no want, when me I do all them things, me no want come tell me about no, you, the man no bother come by us, so come tell me nothing, you know. Yeah? You can imagine, man, in my video this, and then beat the baby too. Me tell you, so I saw them stay. Because them do it under your face, you know, and you still you know see it. You see me I say? Then them ask her if she couldn't stop it. Then me could boy, I tell you now. Can you imagine me all there, some see man a little baby? When me don't tie him up, man, when I talk about me, I see him. Won't even mention nothing. Cause him not leaving. Him can't leave for him once, so. You can't beat no baby in front of me, you mad? Him stinky, man.
Nikakamucho tapo bwana yeku no amabwera aso nukamura nikamutenga mnakita naye.
When you saw that he was in the village and he wanted to make videos with Bright, what were your expectations or hopes?
Ndakamachoka kumene kuja amabwera iye mugwirira mwanayo pankono amabwera naye kuti akafika kuno kunyumba amajambula ine anijambule ndeti kuchipinda kwa ankalowe aone kuti kodi ivo gona mpotani aone kuti mwana kuti mwanaye amafunda chani ndipo amagona potani ife tidali nchilimbikitso choti ndeti mwina mmene apanga izizi thandizo lake lioneka koma thandizo sidaoneke.
And do you know how much money they were making from these videos?
No, I don't know.
Our investigation found that in just one day, they were able to film 380 videos right here in the village. And they earned tens of thousands of American dollars.
380 video one day. You see, it's a big dirty thinking market. We're not talking about nothing of that. You see me I say? Yeah, man, no, wait. You see me I say? You see, it's a big dirty thinking market. Wait name. No, just say me tell you all the while, and you see something right about move it right about when the business about it, you know. You understand? When I have no time, don't say alert. 2 cents, just show them face right away when I put them in. You see me I say? Yeah, man. You see me I say? Yeah, man. Can you imagine? You might have tens of thousands US. That means the market, the government there and everything, them support that. Kevin they answer one thing, but the government you know, follow you up and do everything, you know. And it depends for them website, man, I come put out, but them teach what? You understand? Teach what?
Johnny bwereka kwambiri. Wa mazuzika mithemba imachiro okokeka apa. Kweza kwambiri. Ndati mose mwina pamatha masiku 3 la folo nodwala. Akadwala amathobwera ukamuona.
Oh God.
Mwina angokwanitsa kongogulira koka.
Upon the 4th day, then I get sick. With a China, when they get sick on the 4th day, China that come with a piece of fried chicken. You see it? You see the right thing?
Pizza yankuku. Numpatha akajazija. Ndira malola kuti aziva ngaso.
He would eat the chicken and then go to work again. Go to work again. And about no child labor, no one can that thing, you know. And more than slavery, this all a beat all the people them pit there. You see me I say?
Abwira akantengebe, awudwala choncho, akapangiso. Ndene soncho ni kwenda mtima mwana. Kwa mapindu lake, osa. Anzo kuza zuyenera biwa kuza fo ne kuza. Bod dalira kali bo bengela ni mene mwana amazuzu.
And she cry, what the girl a cry? Jano. She cry while her son hurt. Him go on 3 days and when him sick, carry a piece of chicken eat and then him have to work again. take over the people them place. Who did this of stop him? It's
I left
the government, of course. Because they couldn't put up one in there. Winston Gray, not even one. If it never sponsored by them. Because you cannot say nothing about them just to call them live. You understand?
Window disturbed by how Bright had been exploited, but not surprised. I'd watched hundreds of videos that Shushu had filmed in these villages. Again and again, he'd used these kids to create a picture of African poverty. A picture that allows him to be the hero and savior.
Oh, God, man. Yes,
Paul had told me that Shushu was kind of a misfit, someone who had come to Malawi as a migrant worker and never really acquired any status within his own diaspora community.
In our own diaspora community, I same thing in Jamaica. See, man, have wholesale and then pass and give people things. You see it? And the same thing them do. Nothing different. You see me I say? You see me I say?
But here, in the village, surrounded by African kids, he could be a king.
Watch it now.
In one video, he even has the children washing his feet.
Me bum bucket. Yo, hey, let me tell you, let me tell you this. Me know I play it, I just calm myself. Me say that boy, me calm myself. You see the disrespect. And you see the book when them have in our place. You see it? Up to the baby, them are washing foot. This is where the government sit down and make them sit down and watch. Yeah? That even say black people can't see this, I get mad. Which part of America you could have seen this? No, 2022, which part of America you could have seen this? You can't even ramp with your one kid. You can't ramp with your one kid. I want to come and talk about Chinese, this and that, Chinese nice and all kind of things. No man no come tell me nothing. Because you see them don't look at these things better. You understand? Oh, you never do this. Oh, this work.
Social media performance in which the kids, real kids like Bright, are
It's about that. It's a dragon. Them put them in red and give them something for wear too. Watch all them food carry thing do with little kid, you know? And let's expect this a wickedness, you know? If they have not papers. Enough of them in our country the same thing. If you watch all my people them miss nowadays, you know. They tell you, man.
used as poverty porn to elicit sympathy back home in China, as extras to boost his status, and as commodities that can be made to sing and dance for profit. We'd learned a lot on our trip to Kamwendo, but we still couldn't be sure that Susu was the man behind the low IQ video. Paul, our undercover operative, had met Susu for a second time. We sat down to watch the footage, hoping to learn more. This time, Paul asked if Susu could shoot adverts for chocolates featuring a female model. Susu said it wouldn't be possible. Susu seemed to
him doesn't have such beautiful woman. So I'm a female model. So I call them beautiful, right? And them their kids, all right?
think he could get anyone to join, even the waitress. The attitude is anyone will do. Who
Sure.
cares?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Paul dropped the suggestion of working with a model and moved the conversation onto doing business in Malawi.
Steal from you. The man that said them steal from me. Hey, them man in a red black. Hey, let me tell you this.
还要去告你怎么很复杂。其实这方都是他的错，他反过来咬你一口，就这样的。
As Susu seemed keen to share his advice on managing local workers, Paul prompted him to keep
Them steal and them do one kind of thing, put down the local worker. Yeah, watch out.
going.
你不要对他嘻嘻哈哈，就是说怎么很。
Don't treat, look on the screen. Don't treat them as your friend. Me tell you, say just to call Jamaica. Me, hey, yo, all them me done. Hey, let me tell you this. Just look on the screen. You see what it say? You must treat the Africa and there, you know. And I tell them, man, I want to go do business. You must treat them. They may steal and do them things. You must treat them. Don't treat them as your friend. Your friends. You see it? That's why them treat Jamaicans at the same way them go in our place. The same exact thing them do. The government no see to tell about this and that and whooping this. Me no nothing with them. Me no nothing with them. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, man. You must treat we as no friend. Me tell you. See that? Just act like you are the boss. See that? But not treat them as a friend. You see?
就是你拿出你当老板的态度，就是说怎样对待员工的，就是说。
Be stern and strict, cold-blooded, bumblecleat. Me done chat. Me done chat. Wanna see that? Be stern and strict, cold-blooded. In a people country. In Africa, the motherland that. Yeah? Where your ancestor them come from, eh? You see it? Eh? Yeah, man. Yeah. But this is what the one of them preach. When you see them and do this, and them sell the video there, this is what the one of them preach. No make them trick you. That's why you see them move that way there. Yeah?
要铁面无私，就这样的冷血，就这样的。
What it matter cold-blooded, you see?
但是在这个前提下。
This way, if they do a good job and you are committed,
他们都兢兢业业的给你干活的话，也可以给他一颗枣。
You can give them a small treat.
就是说给他们也一点甜头。
All black people like that. Remember here what I say?
基本上都是这样，100%。
Basically, all of them. More than 85%. Me not tell, hey, me done, hey, me say, let me tell you this. When you sit up on the right, you know, more I don't see it, you know. And I this them I send back, you know. Me tell you, no, when me hear some man about them not do me this. Yo, una alone can't take the trick. Not me. You understand? You know what I'm saying? 85%. Are we in that too, you know, we count, you know. And I'm not treat them like a friend neither. So I tell a man when I film, when in the foolishness with him, when I chat with him, because I want to film people, them, you know. We just act like him at the business, you know. Yeah? And you hear me tell the man, what? All right. All black people, okay. 85%, okay.
85%以上，只有15%或者%。
Only 15 or even 5 of them have a good conscience. You know what I'm saying? Only 15 or even 5% of them have a good conscience. That means every black body, you know, only like a 5%, 15 or 5. You put it at 5 have a good conscience. And him himself won't have a good conscience, I say, only 15 or 5. Because if they never have a good conscience, they're in Africa. You couldn't in Africa do this. Because black people couldn't have a in a film country. Eh? Yeah, yeah. All right.
Susu had a specific warning about some black people in particular.
Beware of those black people who speak Chinese. Backside. You see what he want to do? You might tell the man, beware of the black one that must speak Chinese because they might understand you. Why? Why them for beware? You say have sense. You might tell the man for beware the one them because you know Chinese, you understand them, you know. Beware of the black one that must speak Chinese. Why? The better Chinese they speak, the better they are at taking advantage of you. Them, you when I talk about the better Chinese, they might take advantage of you. No, they might understand you, so they might make them family know. Our friend.
Considering that he was supposedly in Malawi to teach Chinese, I found this particularly ironic.
Him did there for teach Chinese, but that him I tell you, the better Chinese them know, you know. And the better them take advantage of you, you know. Yes, still him there for teach Chinese. That no make no sense. It no make no sense. You see it? All right.
But Susu wasn't done with his opinions about black people.
Never pity them. You have to remember that. See that? You see it? Eh? Yeah, man. Never pity them. Never. I mean, I tell you, so when them come out at this, you know, for them head. Yeah? All right. No matter their family situation, never pity them. Yeah? So we offer them. Eh? Yeah. This is how you should treat black people. You better remember that. Eh? And uno want pick up at them. But China don't uno a piece of all uno not sell out to, you know, uno a punk, you know. Uno live in China, uno never go there, uno study. Not all what China do, but me study these things. Man, the wilderness thing, I hear that. Me know about all of these things. Why you think me I show it? Because some uno make uno brain lock because tuna freedom of speech round here, so. Uno want to sell no drugs and mash up America and Canada. And when them put in a jail, uno cut against it. Uno them not pay uno no mind. Because you don't forget punished. Otherwise, you don't just stay there and them because come lock up. No. Yeah, but some people, if they don't have the paper, the police don't look for you and lock you up. And they say do something out of the way. And the racist one, them from them get hold, them get dealt with. See? But them people cannot be trusted. When you talk about black people like this, all the way, me know them. No. If the people who accept the job are committed, you can keep them. But even them, they will steal right away them say you're a thief. When I tell you can't go on them cashier and them thing there. Eh? These are black people. I want to pick up for these people. Eh? All black people steal. What a piece of shit. All uno is a piece of garbage. See that? Uno see it for yourself. All black people steal. Eh? And remember, you know, remember, the fucker them thief pattern. Them thief everything from America. Them thief everything where you see, even everything, the phone pattern, everything. Pattern and everything, them thief. Right now, them thief, Jamaica fucking, them press up everything for Jamaica. Because well, them thief for burn and a press it and a sell it for millions. This is billions. This is what them do. And them say all black people steal. Then who want to talk for them? Because you don't speak Chinese. So if you don't speak Chinese, you know when them chat and do things, me not trust them. This is how I not trust them. So uno want to give it the West, uno want to betray the West. But I want to not betray, uno don't come that side of me neither, you know. None of uno want to betray the fucking West to come side of me. Go on to China go fucking live. Yeah, man. I go to North Korea and them place there. Don't want to put me around here. Yeah, man. How about those children? Are they easier to manage? It's all the same. Bumblecleat. The man says all the kids they are the same. Eh? Anyway, I will take this back with me. Let me know again.
I feel like I'm at a loss for words. A complete loss for words, Henry. How could he say this so openly?
Susu's videos are often crudely patriotic.
You see it? You see him use what people are doing? Patriotic, that's what him do. This is pure evil. And who wants America this? Me say if you could have seen them have picnic do this in America, come show me now. Just go look and find it and show me now. Me say you have your own kid them and take them from you and send you. Yeah? This is what them having at them head. So when them speak Chinese around you, you could have said, okay, you know, infiltrate them. Don't make them know the more Chinese them speak, them understand you. Them in a trouble. Them not buy from you. Them keep what you ever see around a cashier. When you heard, you know, keep all the one them where you think not trust them. The whole of them are thief. The whole of we black people are thief. I remember Anna Imalona said this. Remember for them internet, instead of them think about the fucking world, for them internet full of black kids like this and all kind of things that do fuck and patriotic and do all these kind of shit. I disrespect. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Followers back home are made to think he's helping Malawi in the name of China. In reality, his racism is an insult to the many Chinese people who don't share his views. And it's the exact opposite of the image China seeks to promote in Malawi and across the African continent.
No, but them with it. Where she not realize, them said many Chinese don't listen. I 1.8 billion view of them. So they might have just start to, this and that are the one what say them I do. Because them can't come out come speak neither. Because you know, some people might have a heart. But if the government never with this, a majority, him couldn't put it up. Him could have put it on them line. Him could have put up one. So what them do? Them have it, but through them send side from outside world, you can't see it. So when Africa, you depend on go on a Chinese thing, you know, I see something like this. Can't remember them control where in a them place, you know. Iron curtain, you know. So them are tell us, them deny everything. Them deny the camp. Them deny how much people them lock down. Them deny all these kind of things. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. They can't.
Chinese officials often refer to African countries as China's friends and equals.
Yeah, but them are do it. And that them do. So them official and but it show up on them website. So all them a record, them a say them African friend. No, them a tell you that.
A tour around Lilongwe gave me the chance to appreciate just how visible China's presence has become.
And another one there too.
And just how much money China has spent to support its diplomatic rhetoric. The Chinese government has sponsored several high-profile projects, including this state-of-the-art stadium. It was built with a $70 million loan.
This water is the
So you build a loan. You let me alone, but you put the Chinese thing on it, built by China, why did I do that? They build a stadium, but you put your China thing on it, and you know what them do? Like what them go build the thing up a work garden, China garden, and put them Chinese thing on it. You know see what them do? You know see what the third world and see what country allow them to do? People, yo, let me tell you this, you know. We know another foolishness.
5-star hotel in Malawi.
This 5-star hotel was funded with a $90 million loan. And this building, the Parliament, was free. A gift from China.
See it? I wear them put them all up. Them be the Parliament building a gift from China. But really not free, you know. Not free. Them do this and them daughter gold and silver. Can you give them back land and everything? And them come look and notes a beer, diamond, they have some gold and tin and culture and everything. You give them and then them ship out back the thing. You understand? You can't pay them back, them grab your place. See? This, them building a 1, 2, 3 building that not uplift your people. This is just building. And a stadium. So you see what them do? Them use a little thing hold you and you hold them feet. Then them in your place and pop it out and pop out your resources and everything. And disrespect you. But in front of your face, them go like them good. Them no good. Not good.
China to Malawi.
Yeah, look. China aid right on the building there.
Yeah, sure.
I could see for myself China's presence in the city.
Yeah.
I wanted to better understand how it was perceived locally. We invited a group of Malawian professionals to join us for a chat.
Yeah, them no.
But when the Chinese came in, I think there was that quick injection of infrastructure. In some ways, it was kind of an enticement. Yeah.
Right, enticement. So a man come and build a stadium and you let him in. And him say, the Parliament you let him in for 2 billion. I better want to make it for yourself. Want to sell out on that piece of shit too. Want to licky too, man. Come like Jamaican government. Yeah, man. Hear this.
Because it was kind of like a new friendship. So, maybe China also wanted to impress in some ways.
You know. You see what I'm saying? Because a man come build up just a building. You have your whole building and everything. You just build a new building here. And you have your friend to build the building. But him have a bigger idea now, say, yo, we can take them land, we can take them because them are idiot. Turn around this and do this. Because when we do this, give them a stadium, now use every day, them over. Can't push you out and never want fuck them up and take with them things from them. That them I do. Simple. This make them a your friend. Eh? Send a $90 million. If your money that's strong now, $90 million be $90 million, your money set speed. To no war and mash it up and all kind of little things. So them get indebted and get trapped. It's a trap. Trap debt, yes. Yeah. And then them take with things and do all kind of things. You see me I say? It's bad. This bad.
In Malawi, I think we have people are not being employed. So the coming in of Chinese shops, Malawians are getting the employments from the Chinese people. So I think it is really improving the lives of our Malawians out there.
I would say it's
improve life. What kind of life? Because if you have 40, 50 million, look how much people in Malawi. If you have a couple million there and a handful of them, you might have said, okay, I get the career and thing. Most of your place on the same, because the whole place dirty and stay a little way. So one little spot, you say it improve the lives. Wish Allah now improve the lives. It improve who run the side in the government circle. You understand? But the handful of one. Majority of the people them now, beneficial to them, none at all. Live the next side, them never use the stadium, them now walk near the stadium and not like this. This is just foolishness. You understand? Yeah, man.
a 50-50 situation. They're taking up business that are supposed to be done by locals, which is a very big problem, which is not supposed to be the case.
Putting politics and business aside, I asked my guests how Chinese migrants and Malawians interacted at the individual level.
To me, I regard them as our development partners. People who are friendly, you can interact with them.
But there was some tension too.
Them? We can interact with them friendly. It almost seems to friendly because them are tell you what you want here. You don't know what them having in them heart or what them having in them heart, That not change, If you're gonna make little picnic sing to the yellow skin and want the best, and it then a feed them thing. That this, you hear something like a shock, voila.
I think on the part of individuals, some of these Chinese, they don't abide by the laws.
Yeah.
There have been reports about harassment between Chinese to a Malawian employee. Many of them, like beatings, and then low wages.
As the two communities
he must say them are your friend, but them in your country and a beach already. So if them they take it over fully, what happen? If them kind of your country a beach you, low wage and beach you, like you're a slave. Can you imagine if them are on the road? Hey, I don't know what happened to Africa. But we know we are Jamaican and we never put them in a car. We have free up Jamaica long time. We put the foot on ourselves, we are free it ourselves. American have help, We have some youth from them, see them, say them boy, them stay away. China, American have help, man. We free ourselves quick and fast, man. Take it from the renegade, man. Quick and fast, too. You understand? No if you run. You understand? We have some of them not have help, man.
Come closer. A mix of customary hospitality, misunderstandings, and poverty seems to have created fertile ground for the blessing video industry.
Yeah, fertile ground because the poverty and everything. Yeah, we have friend build 3 buildings, build a stadium, build a next building, and build a parliament and give you. And all with that. Now the government loud it and turn a blind eye because them our friend. They are doing it in Jamaica the same exact thing right now. Same exact thing. See? Yeah, man. Same exact thing.
When they are seeing these Chinese coming, these are people that probably they didn't even know if they are going to have food on that particular day.
Yeah.
So I would say this business, it is thriving because of the fact that they are dealing with people that are not knowledgeable and also that are poor.
Yvonne's analysis fitted perfectly with what we knew about Susu. Everything about his business depended on the poverty of the kids in Injawa. But had he gone so far as to make those...
All right, look at the country big. So look what them there, even see grass or nothing at all. So I'm going to give them a little biscuit, give them this, beat them, do all kind of things to them. This is what them do, take this advantage of people.
Kids racially insult themselves on camera in the low IQ video. It was time to ask Susu directly. Paul had arranged another meeting. Henry and I were anxious to see the footage.
What's it? Here we must say now. Listen.
Paul began by giving Shushu a script for the chocolate ad.
第3个方案呢，就是用那个12秒钟左右，就是那个说巧克力，让非洲小朋友变领域。
好，可以。
OK。
要不要跳舞？这个非常好。我拍摄了这么多视频了，几千个近万个视频，我什么视频不知道？不管你是广告的也好，生日的也好，结婚的也好，各种各样，各种刁难的问题，我全部拍过，全部不管从简单到难，我都拍过。
那个有一个当时很出名的一个在引起轰动的，在那个朋友圈里面，还在那个群组里面在举办，有一个就是。
Him say, I found a very clever video on social media from a group chat. Here we must say now, this look at now.
就是你拍的这个很搞笑的，就是。
点开就看一下就知道了。
Let me see.
那个真的当时很火。那很久之前我早就在群。
What him say? It's been there for a long time. I have to search for it. Okay. You have a look. Hear this, you know? You hear this? This is it. All right, here we must say now. Him say yes, this was me. Him say him, right? But listen now. Him say him now. Listen now.
He said this was mine.
He said this is mine.
He
right?
said this was
Racist
mine.
video?
Yeah, he's just looked at it and he said on screen, oh, this was mine.
Look here now. Oh, see? The man said, oh, that was yours? Yeah, where am I saying now? What's it? Oh, no, wait. Yeah, where am I saying now?
Hold on. He says, and then he says, oh, no. This is not me. It was my friend.
It was him friend. And here where am I saying friend now? Listen now. Friend. A friend from Socio-economic. A friend returned to China. It was made by him. Yeah, you know.
He said the friend from Fujian. It looks as though he'd let a secret slip. He says it so excitedly, and then suddenly he reverses and he says, oh, no. This was a friend who took it.
This is a controversial video. You see it? Him know. So here watch that. It was a hit. It's a very funny, and it's on social media. Sema says a hit.
这个很火，但是朋友圈里面的好多人发觉得很好笑。那个。这个错。
No, I recommend you delete this video. You might tell him to delete it because in Africa I must show him now. I recommend you delete this video. Why? But it's on social media. Yeah, you know. I can see that. But I suggest you don't keep it on your phone. Hear this? Don't let black people see this. Look on that. Don't make black people see this. You see it? Me tell you them are an idiot. Eh? Watch out. Or else you might be targeted. You see, them know what they might do. Hey, I identify, you see this? You see what I tell you? The same video, you know, say you're black and black monster. Yeah? And because they know say they running there, you know, black monster and them IQ low. No make black people see it because you will target. They may target you. Them know what they might do. So in them country I speak Chinese and through your chat your language, they might call themselves Paul and John and all kind of things. If a man straight, he might tell him real name. Them not straight. You understand? Them going on some country and yeah man. A black man stop with low IQ. Eh? IQ was low, yeah? Yeah. My IQ low. Yeah. You see the disrespect? And him know the damage. Watch out.
I
don't understand. I recommend you delete it. Eh? But it was on the group chat. I know it was all over the group chat and a video, and I know it. But I suggest you don't save it on your mobile. Delete it.
He knows it was a controversial thing.
Why is he getting worried if he's not the one who did it?
Despite Shushu backtracking on the low IQ video, his racist views were there for all to see. I felt the time had come to confront him, but I didn't want it to be just my words that he'd be hearing. Walking around the village near Njewa with just a still photograph, Henry, incredibly, had managed to find some children who recognized themselves in the low IQ video. We showed them the video and asked them to point themselves out.
I know you. That's you?
I'd stared at that video so many times, wondering what happened to those children. It was surreal to have them in front of me. We sat with one of the fathers and one of the grandmothers to tell them why their children were really being filmed.
These videos earn him quite a bit of money. Over the years, this man has been able to earn millions of kwacha just filming children from your village.
This are one Chinese people. Them things are Chinese are your friend and other things. Them Indian, it's not just one man of profit that we are there. Plus them are dig out land and dig out this and this and mine it and send it back. Gold, this, that and that. Plus food. When they make them plant and for not that and they ship it off and then I give you a little thing. In your village, for the government turn a blind eye and give them your contract. And I take your work on top of it, you know. And not trust no black people. This don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You see me I say? This don't make no sense. This terrible. You understand? Yeah, man, this terrible, man.
Wanatua kuringo vuriga akomobao. Dora ni kumalawi ontolu vuriga zedi no mene. Ndeji mene jonjo vuriga zedi jufuga muntu kaya uliwo vuriga bakomobako kaleba komobako posa tuina.
Upcoming artists who are representing to the show about Kenyatta Hills. Brother of Culture Hill, the legend, and November. So brethren, Kenyatta no, Kenyatta no, when we say over Brother of Culture Hills, Kenyatta Josephville son, you know. Yeah, man. You see me I say? Yeah. Kenyatta Culture son, you know. Kenyatta Culture son. Yeah? Doing the engineer and everything. You understand? Yeah. So and I'm brother, I'm son. Alright? Good. Alright, bless.
Ajiru kubwela kuja amarinza kuthandizira wana bamene wana sakuthandizira. Njo wawa chimene.
Tidavurika nawo kubereka kulera te munthu wina akangochoka uko kumadza apanga business anawo izinthu zoti ife zatikhumudwitsa kwambiri chifukwa ana abwera ngati bungwe chifukwa choti amaoneka kuti ndi mzungu tinakhulupirira kuti mzungu uyuyu
Say he was right and believe he was gonna help us. You understand? Yeah, man.
We then revealed that some of the videos had a more sinister tone.
Mu China
chikutanthauza kuti ine ndine chisatana chakuda ndiponso ndine chisiru chenicheni.
Nkisaranadi fo iwewe nangara kawako mwanangu kumamvinitsa dzolose ili
ndi ana athu amene ali apa ndiye kukhanga kuti ana athu akuatengera ngati zinyama zoti zosowa chithandizo chilichonse.
amatendefo zitsilo chifukwa cha marulo athu wakuda chifukwa chonena kuti ndifo mphawi chifukwa chakamakalilengeza uku amadziwa kune kuti yawangu nomphawi olibe chilichonse kuti udyera chani omphawi okulilongwe.
If we do decide to approach this man, is there a message that you'd like us to give him?
Kunangofunika kuti munthu amene atachoka dera linoli atangochokeratu sukuti tikhoza kusangalala ndiye kuti moyo wathu ukhala pamtendere.
This father's message for Susu couldn't be clearer. It was time to deliver it.
So is this him over here, Henry?
Yeah, sure. So we're here in the village and this is the right episode video. I think you can speak to him in Chinese so that it's very.
哎，你好，你好，我是一位来自英国的，对，来自英国的一个记者，我们是英国广播公司的记者嘛，这是我的同事。我能戴一下口罩吗？因为可以，我也可以戴口罩，没事，我也戴了这里的口罩，没事。我们听说你在这里要拍这些视频，没事，你先找一下你的口罩，没事。哎哥，你叫什么名字呢？
我叫叔叔。
叔叔是吗？当地的小孩子们都叫你叔叔是吗？
是的。
那你在这里拍这些视频的原因是什么呢？你为什么要拍这些视频呢？
因为想传播一种中国文化、音乐。
I just want to spread the Chinese culture, music and dance. Because I just want to spread the Chinese culture, music and dance. Eh? Look what the man does say, man. Eh? Look here.
舞蹈，这里都包括已经中国的
include Chinese word, Chinese language.
文字，汉语 you know?
You know, the words and the singing Chinese song. You saw them lie, this how them lie. This is how them lie. Yeah? Alright.
文字，中国文字，还有可以唱中国歌，然后又跳舞，这个意思。
你到这个农村的。
When you came to the rural village, you told them that you were going to teach them kids Chinese.
的时候，你跟他们说你要教这些小孩子们中文，但是这些小孩子们完全听不懂。
听懂？
听得懂是吗？
They really understand, do they?
对。你教了这么长时间，但是他们一个说话没有，那对他们听得懂是吗？
对，有。
所以你的主要目的在。
Your main purpose, your intention when you make those videos.
拍这些视频的时候是什么？你要挣钱还是你要帮助当地人？
No, I don't make money. That is for public good. Him like, you see, appear like them, all right. So them and then government are the same thing. So when they come out, a man comes say boom bam bam and you follow him. Him and them government are the same thing. Because you couldn't play them in China. Yeah, and you're upset because if them never have that demand feet, if there is no way them could have put it up on the internet there. I'm gonna tell about them I learn this and this, them I learn against us. I cut against him very sickening. You understand? Friend, if you see a black girl attack the thing, you know. Yeah? Look at my move by me. And him lie. Yeah, I'm saying him do it for teach them for the music and whatever about China. Watch this. Those kids are supposed to go to school, but they have no time to go to school.
应该上学，但是他们没机会上学，因为他们每天要拍你的这些视频，知道吗？你知道吗？你要回答这些问题。
Do you want to answer this question?
一定要回答这些问题。
你知道是因为他们上学是上半天吗？
They only go to school half of the day. Do you know that?
你知道吗？
上半天是吗？
对，他们去上。
Yes, they go to school.
去他们自己学校上学，然后上完学，然后再过来额外的学习一下这些。
Them study a bit of extra Chinese, you know.
中国的
所以你通过拍这些视频，你能挣钱吗？
不能赚钱，
真的吗？
真的。
Really,
所以你
really.
为什么要拍这
So
这
why?
些视
我
频呢？
喜欢，我喜欢跟他们在一起的那种感觉。
如果我说我有证据，
Evidence you make money. So if I tell you I have evidence you make money, what's your answer be?
我有依据，你怎么回答呢？
你那些
The one who earn the money
赚
are
钱的是那些代理，就
agents. It's like in China, they are, see it? So he might tell lie again. So the one who earn the money are agents. Him say him not make the money, you know. I hear myself earn
就
money.
说国内在中国的
有代理是吗？
不是代理，中国
但是你刚刚说的是代理。
But you said they are agents. You know, just now. So this is very big industry, right? Can just say agents, you know. The one who make the money are agents. So it's a very big industry in China. So you can have a big industry in our country when not up to these arms house. Them deny everything. Them have iron curtain. If you go check them, maybe them have 20 million or 30 million people lock up. And I joke about it. Nothing no joke about it. Because if you have your people them out there and them can't catch you, them go lock up your family member, them and all kind of things. Give wrong figures and things and people that follow it in the West. Me not dash to the West to them place. Say, mad. Eh? You talk about freedom and liberty, you think they are idiot? And enough of we are chat them, they don't even know these things because them never study these things and study self, so them people are evil. Eh? Yeah, man.
所以这是一个很大的行业嘛，有代理。
So I'm going to draw back this big. But you said they were agent just now. I'm going to pass this.
那么大，因为什么行？
You think it's a big because they are agents? Yeah, remember you think it's big because they are agents?
你为什么需要代理呢？ 如果是一个简
Because it's a simple filming. It's simple.
单单的拍视频呢，不是公益的，你
And it's for the public good. Then why do you need agent? So it's for the public good. Say for the public good. For the public. I'm right. I feel for them public good. For cut against we. Or what little kids they use. You couldn't use. No kid in America will do this. You get slammed till you. What you talk about, man? Me say you have your own kid, them you can't even deal with them away because you know say them will get taken away from you and you go to prison. And you as a father deadbeat, you know, say a court and all kind of thing and driver's license cancel. You know them a get school bus and all kind of things. And what we do? Put on the best? For them? You must be crazy around at your backside. Push up this.
为什么有代理呢？
因为我如果没带的话，我就没有钱给他们买面包
啊，所以你
I asked why the locals were under the impression he worked for a charitable organization.
啊，我可以回答这个指控。他指控我说
You allege that we work in a charitable organization, but I don't work in a charitable organization.
在慈善机构工作，但是我们不是在慈善机构工作，这是他的诽谤。
哦。
This is a label, you know. You might tell her this is a label, but he not work for a charitable organization.
你知道吗？
所以是误会是吗？
这是误会。
他们说你曾经会打过小孩子们。
Over 2 million of them lock up. You not sure the thing with it. Over 2 million of them. And most of them lock them up, man.
打过小孩子。
拥挤的手，对。
我没有。
没有是吗？
对，这是一个误会。
Correct. This is misunderstanding.
你为什么觉得他们会这样说吗？
这是一个误会。
误会都是误会。
有一部分可能是认错人了。
所以谁打他们呢？
谁的？可能是。
Who beat them? It might be other people who beat them. Him lied to you know. You know where you say who beat them? It might be other people who beat them. And beat the kids them too. Man, I lie, you know.
另外的人打。
另外的人也是。
但是我不是。
But I didn't beat them. You can ask them. Those little kids, I don't beat them. Lie. Him don't know say them video, you know. Alright. So this piece of crap, I don't know say them are watching when them send the person to him, you know. Him don't know. You hear him?
我没打他，你问一下这些小朋友，我是没有打过他们的。
而且你要利用。
So you take advantage of those little kids. Do you understand?
这些小孩子们知道吗？这算是剥。
This is regarded as exploitation. Do you know that? It is right for you. It is Is it right for you to exploit these little kids?
你知道吗？你要剥削这些小孩子们，这是对的吗？
你说完了没有？我没有剥削他们。很多的。
Let me put it this way: most of them, many of
有些人，马拉维的人很。
Malawi are very friendly. I know that. I like them very much. Now, if him could have convinced she, and you don't know, him could have convinced you, you'd have listened and say, yes, him like them and thing, but look what him talk about the people them and their country. Eh? Me tell you, say, hey, them can your face just tell a lie and them take you down, you know.
友善的，我知道的，我很喜欢他们，但是还有一少部分人。
But there are a small number of them who are anti-Chinese. You know, anti-Chinese. You know, there's a small number. So him come and tell lie, you know. Yeah. Him a anti-black, you know. And him a say there are a small number of them who are anti-Chinese. You see it? Yeah, man. You see this too? Yeah, man. You don't know them have the evidence.
是排华 ，you know 排华，就是说对中国人有。
See there? It's like they reject Chinese people. So what him do now? The thing when him tell the Chinese man, he might flip it around and say them reject Chinese people. In your country, then Chinese people love black people in the country. No. If you no go on it and go look on it, the Chinese get our fight. That's not 2017. I like black. Too much black I want coming in them place and all kind of little things. And that them do. See? Them no want them blood dirty out and go mix up with them and mingle and nothing at all. See? So him a freak it around, you know, say them are anti-Chinese. Them want to stay a place. Him so lie. Him a anti-black. But yes, still them say them are anti-Chinese. Yeah, them say about love and what have you and how them treat them. Them are anti-Chinese. You still you angle them in low play, you beat them, you do all kind of things. Eh? Alright. Because see what you say yes, so. Because see what you say right, yes, so.
一种排斥的感觉，这有很小很小的一。
It's just a very tiny number of people, but most Malawi are very friendly. You saw him lie, him tell us 85 or just 5% that you can't trust them. He just tell him virgin, so you hear that now, tiny, so you can't believe what him say, you know. Liar.
但是大多数马拉维人都是很友善的。
以为我们已经听到。
We have already heard you saying that to us, that you don't like those people.
Yes. 你跟我们说，你不太喜欢这些人，而且我们看到你。
We saw the video you made when you were telling those kids to say.
你拍的那个视频，让这些小孩子们说我是黑鬼子上帝，这是你拍的吗？
这不是我拍的。
I didn't make that video, lying out.
那真的不是我拍的。
但是这在。
But it was made in this area.
这个农村拍的。
啊，可能是。
It might be. Tell us who made it.
这是谁拍的？你告诉我们。
那个已经。
That's one has already tell your audience.
告诉我们的观众。
回国了。
When
回国了。
He gone back, lying out.
所以你没有否认。
Sure not. You didn't say that most black people have no conscience. You hear what I say now?
说过，大部分的黑人都没有良知，你没有这样说吗？
我说大部分。
I said that the majority of people love Chinese people. Bumbo cleat. Hey, you see them boy? They hear what him say? Him say the majority of people love Chinese people. Him no know say them a watch him when them send him. I know them not tell them say them send them on to him, you know. And them a tape him, you know. Them a watch him, you know. You see, the boy we watch him no know yet, you know. Them a confront him. You saw the way wicked. All right. Yeah, man.
人都是喜爱中国人。
但是你之前一直说我们。
You have proof.
你已经看到，我们有依据，你知道吗？我们有证据，所以你。
We have evidence, so you can tell the truth. The whole that would be better.
可以说真话就比较好。
我一说真话。
I am telling the truth. You say I'm lie. You me tell us I can't believe in them. Them dangerous. You have evidence.
你没有说过。
Have you said that most black people have no conscience? You must say a lie now. Watch out.
大部分的黑人没有良知吗？
我没说过。
I have not said that. Backside. Alright, see there? Want to see it on the screen for yourself? So now, she can play the evidence and show me now. You see it? Him said no say so. Him never say it. Yeah? Alright. Look how him get catch. I saw me tell you say you have to style them, man. Catch them, watch her. Him no know who say no. At this, she style him, I read journalist, you know. Because she use a Chinese style him. Yeah? So him no know say it did a tape and secret camera and everything, you know. Him no know, you know. I saw you style them, man. Watch her.
OK， 你没有说过，没有。
Have you not said that? There is not one black person who does not steal. You must say not say.
骨头的黑人吗？
我没有说过。
I have not said that. You hear this again? You see him tell the man, him don't know say she send the man there, you know? Eh? Watch out.
没有说过，真的吗？
我没有说过，
真的吗？
真的。
Really, really? I can confirm.
我确定，我没有说过。
你没有
I have not said that. Have you said that the worst and most dangerous black are those who speak what is Mandarin?
能讲普通话的黑人是最坏的黑人，最危险的黑人吗？
没有。
No.
这样。
Him say not like that. What a man wicked. Look at now.
你不觉得这些可爱的小朋友们是黑鬼吗
？Those lovely little kids and black devil are black devils.
我是黑鬼吗？
不是。所以说我很喜欢他们。我5年以前曾经。
Yeah. 5 years ago, I working for Chinese person.
给一个中国人工作，但是。
But it's like when I was working, when I work for them.
就是我打工的时候，我给他们工作的时候，确实家里来了3个。
Black like workers. 3 niggas in just say. There was 3 niggas.
就是说工人，就是说。
It's like they stole while they were making things, stole things.
他们做东西的时候偷东西，偷走了，所以那个。
Then I was brainwashed by him. Lying on, hear this.
就我被他洗脑了，他跟我讲，这是5年之前。
This happened 5 years ago. I remember them just said the thing, you know. You hear this? Him brainwashed by somebody 5 years ago, and him said the thing for himself, you know.
但是你也是2周以前。
But you.
2周以前我。
I didn't say this 2 weeks ago. Him say him never say 2 weeks ago, you know. You watch this 5 years.
所以你觉得我的智商
Do you think I have low IQ? Because you are.
因为你不该说真话。
我已经说真话。
Okay.
Tell you the truth.
Okay. Basically, he's admitted some things. He's admitted having opinions that were not very kind about black people and about Malawian people.
Yes.
But he said this was 5 years ago, and he's denied everything that we have seen in video of him saying. He's denied it, basically.
Yeah.
He also denies making the video that we believe he made. So it just feels like this isn't productive anymore. He's not going to admit anything else.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you know, there was a confusion.
I'd spent so long poring over Shushu's videos, fretting over what was happening behind the scenes. Now, I knew. But as I prepared to leave Henry, this discovery felt bittersweet. Sweet because, together, Henry and I had exposed one of the worst examples of the racism that we all face on the continent and in the diaspora. Bitter because we both knew that this was bigger than Shushu.
As I looked across my country, I thought about all the people down there who were still struggling with poverty. Many of them assumed that foreigners have come to help. Suso exploited that good faith. He came to Malawi and betrayed our children.
We had disrupted one operation by one man in one village, but I only had to turn on my phone to see that this industry was going global. Somewhere on these apps and websites, somewhere on this continent, there were other shoo-shoos, other brides, other kids being exploited for the profit and entertainment of people far, far away.
No, this can't make me please not at all. But yes, still, this is what him do and talk. All them deny him, know say them have the video with him and everything. But we watch, because you see, she send the man to him. And when I tell him say 5 years and him brainwash and tell be a lie. Yes, still she have everything. Front of her. Them spread out everywhere. Everywhere. Now this how them print in a Jamaica. Look here.
The Chinese. Our people, the Chinese, started coming a long time ago. They have restaurant, shop, and supermarket. They build houses, bridges, and roads. Chinese are very important to Jamaica. But here the next part. When the Chinese came to Jamaica from a big chunk of land called China, well, move along, what they say, what? They cook chow mein, they chop grass and work the farm. They were calm and did no harm. They got tired of chopping and opened up shops for our shopping. The Chinese played their part here, very grateful to say. See?
So you see, this is what this we are talking about brainwash. Them things we are talking about. Eh? Yeah, man. And this is who do this. Let me show you the book. Them I have to talk to them about this, you know. I have to talk to them about this. See the book here?
Two different textbooks. Them I tell for my daughter this in two different textbooks. You understand?
See the textbook there? You see it? Yeah. So una teach them and say them not do no harm and all kind of things. Them not do harm. Them not do nothing. Them all right. When them look upon you and if them have an iron curtain, them go up in a system where them preach light to the whole world. Yeah, preach light to the world. You know want them come and take over the world and then won't understand. What fool the people understand? When them don't even like your color, your existence, just your color, them don't even like that. Eh? Or if you take what kids them and do this, you do all kind of it and not sell it. You have a big market in China. And it come from the top because them couldn't even video something with them not like. If you go up and come and say something about them supreme leader, them a come film, them a itch him up anyway in there. Them go film. But through them support these foolishness. You might tell the man take it off I'm thing, take it off because of trouble. And then man know you have some man that say dash to the West. We can't cuss with the West. Because we are allowed to. That for sure you say you have your freedom of speech and everything intact, you know. Yeah, this will come. You understand? That for sure you have everything intact. Because you can, even if the president, you can talk, you can do whatever. Human rights, certain things you don't give way. We might have cut and do all kind of little thing and all kind of little thing, but tell me what. By the end of the day, US, you have your kids. Even in Jamaica, you might have go on your kids, them and them not go to school and think. Try that at US. Some look come on some deadbeat that you know say I don't care if I move. You know driver's license cancel. We have to work and pay this and pay pressure because we never take care of a youth. See? Yeah. Try that with some kids in America. Try it with some kids that tell just give them black card, carry them up on the road, make them do this. Find some village, come in and know the just find some village and put up this. Just try put it up. Try it in the UK and in Europe. No, they can't exploit them in Africa. You see it? Eh? You see me I say? If the government can't put up that in there, them couldn't sell it. I'm matter of fact, you see them superstar of it. Them superstar of it a show. Eh? You understand? Black monster with low IQ. And you hear him tell the man? 80%, a matter of fact, I want 5% and don't even trust the 5%. And every black man a thief. What about a thief? Chinese were thief every pattern in the world. China with everything but them a bit enough for them not do no, listen. The man, you know say everything them thief man be a counterfeit thing themselves, man. Even Jamaica brand. When you watch them, that's why I tell you say when you deal with things, they can't deal with things on a domestic level. And you talk your mind. They deal with things on an international level now, then you balance to scale back. Because okay, you're there and talk your mind. Nobody never look upon you and say, Chuck, because freedom of speech, him can't say this. As long as you don't hurt nobody and you do what or what. Me say Jamaica try dropping the Chinese thing and that. Me say, I did that try to still. Yeah, man. When you run, go under the youth, go under the bed, me say police are go for the youth. And Chinese police make them movements. They who did I do that? Google Gaga. Go under police. Yeah, he that. If a man of the wilderness stand up and say, hey, man, me tell you this. Yeah, and tell the youth, Higgins, lie him up, them all I tell lie on the youth. Same block, them want him for block place and everything, and the youth are work a hotel where you look them fire the youth. It can ease them back now. And who are running go for the youth, you know? If you check them, them have record, you know? You understand? Them involved. Them not clean. Jamaica police for clean up too. You understand? Me, I tell you, be careful of them, because if you don't have nobody to infiltrate them are stay and fest up in your place. And you think them are do good. All them are do good. When them are take care of work and dictate and plan behind your back. Chatting of them language, number one. You come in there, you can't talk to me in English. You study, so you hear what me I say. And I try to chat patois. That means them are get deep, you know. We about bamba card. Hey boy, go sack your mother. Them face to you in them place, you know. Yeah. Serious. See? But when you look them a chat, them are pass a me. You them a chat. Because if you have nothing for hide, remember the person them are talking in English, you know, chat all in a patois to you know. But you're just blocking your language same way. Because them say them use that over you. Don't make them hear when you talk and talk certain things. They might say anything in a plan on you. Yeah, you have to serious. This is a serious lesson this year. Yeah? This is a serious lesson. That's why you see the work of them. You don't get steel shoes. You can't chat to them. Government, them get a little place. Oh, China, you know what them do? Always a build thing, get concession. Then you give them much thousand you call land. If you make them build them own city, I tell you about hotel, you plant them in our country. You plant them in the West. Yeah? We not plant them in the West. Them not fun of black people, because them say, remember, you know, what him say, it's a matter of fact, them action alone show you, because of people around you. And you like them more want to integrate. You understand? That Japanese come where you look. Them they run this, so them they in the studio, them they all about. Then go and cut some tune. Them they dance, them a dance too. Because them Japanese dancer, them a dance, them they everywhere. Then go married to some some Jamaican man. Them they over there, so them they everywhere. Them, you don't see when them a move. Come by from you, them not support you. People even go to Japan, you're welcome. Music, everything, you're welcome. Them, no welcome, so. So journalists go down in there, so. Them have people that watch journalists everywhere you go. In a place like that. You see me I say? And that them want, man. So when troops are moving and all kind of thing, and that Jamaica I run for. People don't get up and stand up for the right. I want to know. Make the man come burn the money and we have to pay it back. And plant them people in our place. Or if you have a little country like this, and yes, we don't have 200,000 people in them place. Them have around that in our place and more. 200,000 already. And still growing. You give them 50-year concession, that means them not going home. So some of them kids, and when them have kids now, I can get Jamaican book and then them go home. Send them on the motherland, teach them the language properly, indoctrinate them and send them back. You can't send them out now, you know. So them take a part chunk. I remember them are picking like rabbit. And then you find some other things because of these guys when I have no sense. And guy can't tell you, are your friend, when them build a hospital, them always want to get something. Build a hospital, or build something, give a parliament building. I'm a friend, and then you make them exploit your own people, because enough of them in there exploit your people then. Yeah, the one that said them get beaten and work and low pay. Oh, the friend because them they help do nothing. Just in video alone, the amount of money them exploit them and make. Give them a crackers and I make how much money and I call them black monster with low IQ. Make them a do video. Promise you must leave Africa. To come and China. Yeah? Get real there, man. Me there, you know, keep it real, you know. Yeah, man of the wilderness. This get me upset, you know. Me not chat, me tell you this. Because you have enough man get deep, them money get deep. If them did their Uncle Sam, they make them little money. I mean, you do something, you make a little money. Turn into something real, man. You go get deeper, you get locked up. And like Uncle Sam, I own down Jamaican for lock them up. The closest me see them are on down migrant the last time I went Donald Trump in at the thing. No lie me I tell. See? But you hunt down people when them just hunt down people and talk shit whole country and talk some little things. The closest that me see. And that's not a joke. You understand? Now when Biden come just move up some things and want to show some dreamers and do all kind of different things. I want to see it funny. And you have to kind of pick up for all these things and I go on like him, I eat that. Me no take them things for joke better. And sisters, me no it. Say, but me one good thing I can tell you, you know, your kids them born this up, you born this up, and like it everybody and police or something, everybody police are going and trouble because you're black and everything. When something happen to one or something happen to the whole of it ball out. You see justice I reach and like him the boat time asking him teeth and you say about them wawa. You see where I go on. You understand? Look, we live in a democratic country. Come couldn't speak out. Can you imagine really? If them have them own people and lock them up because them are think about Muslim, religion, and you lock up and say, we are re-educate them. And you look up, you put them, remember me have it in front of this, me show it, you know. When me just start. Remember we have it then. You lock them up. More than 2 million of them. You understand? And then double down for them to escape and tell lie. See? If you put up something on them, show it, say them are 1.8 million. 1.7 million. More than that, then lock up. If they lock up some 20 million people, something wrong. Because every day them go look for other people and lock them up. I just say something you get locked up. You can't even talk. Look how the man they move. Get really, man. Me there, yeah? Bless up. Loan some me out, yeah? Bless.